that you're not out yet.
Welcome, it's red markets.
Yeah. So that is your vignette for today. There's no picking. You have to do a dream sequence. That is how Red Markets ends. So we'll do that, and then we're going to go straight into developing assets and setting the sequence for what's happening. So it has been approximately 7 months since you all first met at the Vladivar bar in Stary Sabor. So far, you all have managed to build up your own little nice settlement. Piss off pretty much every entity on the face of the earth as far
that
as
wasn't all our fault.
multiple times. And also managed to somehow become big damn heroes of the entire of the entire land. Once known as Chernarus, probably from now on will be forever referred to as Forgotten Hopes. However, a few weeks back, you began encountering significant opposition from an entity you have come to know as NSK. You did manage to defeat what was left of the Russian Federation forces, which you all have colloquially come to refer to as the bandits. In those efforts, you've now put a massive crosshairs upon yourselves. And that has now started to leach out into your community, your support, your neighbors, however you want to look at the other entities that coexist with you in this land. Most specifically, the entire population of the town of Moglevka has disappeared.
The latent.
Pogrevka?
What?
Yeah, the latent town.
Yeah, the latent town.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Pogrevka.
we knew about that.
NSK kidnapped. Well, something's happened. They've all gone.
I blame NSK.
Yeah, we're pretty sure it's.
Well,
NSK.
yeah, no shit.
Sorry, no, that was Staroye, not Moglevka.
Okay, Staro. Yeah.
Yes, it was Staroye. The entire population has disappeared, which was a small religious minority commune made up entirely of latents. As well, the operator known as Gunslinger disappeared for a brief amount of time. You did manage to
Rescue
locate
his
him
ass.
inside of the base you determined was NSK's operations center. You successfully managed to rescue him. However, he was very badly wounded. And while there, you discovered a lot of horrifying things, most of which you don't fully understand. What you do know, though, is that there are surviving remnants of the Russian Federation, mostly made up of their air force, and NSK has means of communicating with them. You also discovered that he has a small fleet of fast attack vehicles, which are mostly made up of former Levy Hound equipment. So you probably got that to look forward to as well.
Yay.
And a bunch of other shit that he's got that we have no idea what it is.
Yeah, you had your opportunities. I re-listened to it this morning
Yeah,
to make sure my notes were all good.
Yep.
It was quite hilarious.
I was there to save a gunslinger. I saved a gunslinger. I'm happy.
Can I just preface something, Phil? Are you going to get annoyed if I ask you to use your boat this time?
No, because this is what it was held for. This was like why I was sitting on it. It's go time.
Good. I just wanted an
No, I'm gonna leave it and be like, yeah, I might use it. Like when we're not playing the game anymore.
So you
Shoot a
delivered
tree.
Gunslinger back to Stary Sabor to get him medical treatment. It has not even been a day.
Wow.
You are all now sleeping. So,
Soundly,
the dream.
I imagine.
You are going to lay out for the rest of the group what you think a good existence will be in this shitty world once you win. You know, what you fought for all these months. Yeah, all right? And then I'm going to come in to remind you that the lost always gets its pound of flesh out of you. So that's the intended purpose of this. So that being said, since I know Spygon has written a small novella over this, I'm going to let him go first to demonstrate kind of how this will play.
Okay.
What are you on
So,
about?
I'll
I
make
haven't got
full
any
notes,
notes.
so that's good. That is fine.
Take it away.
So it's the morning, and Spygon is in Northern Europe with Crab, and like they're just sitting in some bunks, and a European woman comes in, and Spygon thanks her, like saying how's she getting on. She's a therapist, and she works with Crab like on many days, just trying to like get him over like all the shit he's been through and like get past that mental block to getting back to reality. And it's been a while, and Crab now is a reasonably functioning adult. He's lost his like PTSD. He's finally improving. He's starting to remember his old self. Spygon then thanks the woman and leaves and walks down a corridor. They're in a base somewhere in Northern Europe, like a small compound of some point. As he's walking down, Sasha comes out of another door. They smile and they carry on walking to what looks like a command center of some kind. There's people running around. So then he gets handed like a bunch of notes and he's talking to the people like, what's going on? And he's like, well, we found something in Germany. Okay, that's cool. Do you need me there? Yeah, we need a specialist on site. So they then get into a helicopter and fly to one of the things, and he's overseeing things and watching like video recordings, and he's advising from an outpost that they've made out there, directing troops and just organising like different squads as they move around the loss, using his experience to make sure that they survive and they recognise what they're seeing and going like, yep, that's a symbol for like a believer group. And it's just, he is valued, him and Sasha are valued because of their knowledge of what happened in Chernarus. And they get paid and they live quite a very nice life where, so that's their job. They get sent to places, they advise, they talk to...
Well, as you are being as you are on an advising op at one of these fobs, one of the NATO force members moves up and hands you some site exploitation that they just brought in. And the imagery from the hovel is the best way to probably describe it. Is pretty evocative, and immediately sends a chill down you and Sasha's spines as you recognize the meek symbol. You start to kind of go into kind of break out in cold sweats and try not to like,
freak out.
be unflappable. Yeah, no, you're pretty known for being unflappable. So as you try and like hold it together, but also try to insistently point out that no, this needs to be destroyed like now. You hear a detonation from outside of the fob, and one of the perimeter walls has been breached. And as NATO forces start flying that way, Sasha grabs her SVD and starts to hustle that way. Yeah, you get this very, very, very familiar cold starting to go down your spine as a second explosion goes from behind you, and then a third, and then a fourth, as every wall is just simultaneously breached. And as you turn around to try and give orders, the NATO operator that was standing behind you is grinning at you as you see him removing a syringe from his own neck, and then he just says, "I found you," as blood starts to dribble from his facial recognitions. And then you wake up inside of Green Mountain, and Crab and Sasha are both like, standing over you, shaking you, as you realize you were probably screaming.
Yeah, as I can imagine.
Yeah.
Considering, yeah.
So, yeah, that's a dream sequence. Who has an idea to go next?
I'll go.
Right.
All right, Gray, hit me.
Right. So, at the end of the day, all of my little workers have gone home in my factory. So I am closing down everything, turning off all the machines, turning off all the lights. Go to my little in the factory. I have my little living quarters for when I'm staying there outside of my own little house that I have. I grab my favorite brand of my vodka, and I also take the pizza out of the oven that has been there. Throw it on the bag. I go outside. Bobby's there. Bobby the boar.
Oh, you found
I feed him. Yeah, I finally got him. Fed him, played around with him, give him a little pet. He's really, really happy. Close up his little pen. Walk around to the side of the factory. There's a ladder. Climb up the ladder. Everything's all on my back. And there's a little deck chair there. And I lounge up, open up my pizza, flick on the radio, and Fortunate Son is playing by Creedence Clearwater Revival. And I'm swigging away, watching the sun go down.
Yeah, no, it's great. And yeah, you're just kind of drifting into this almost Hollywood-esque moment, and it's just it's surreal for a brief moment until the beat changes on the song. That's not how the song goes.
Never gonna give you up.
No, it's still Credence. But that's Bad Moon Rising.
Oh, no.
And yeah, as you sit there kind of poking at the radio, fiddling with it, every channel seems to be playing Bad Moon Rising as you turn it over and over and over again. And then you turn around as you realize it's the sun is gone, and you see the moon rising, and outlined in it is a shape of a Russian Mi-8 with wings strapped with rocket pods. And then the sky just erupts as hundreds of rockets just scream into the vodka factory. Then you wake up. Croc is throwing things at you, and you realize you probably also woke up screaming.
It's a noisy morning in Green Mountain.
Yeah, no, it is quite a noisy morning. All right,
A lot of screaming.
How specific can the stories get? Can you get into like almost like a
as
little
details you want to go, Jim? Like this is your narration. You can lay out exactly how you want it. Just remember, the more details you give me, that's the more stuff I can fuck with.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I get that.
By all
That's how
means,
this
like I
game
said,
works.
tell a great story. Like I said, I'll let you go until I feel like either you're running out of gas, or you just give me a perfect moment to interrupt. So yeah.
Oh, can I just kind of obviously if there's a point you want to interrupt, obviously as game master, please screw me over.
Yeah.
But
sure.
mine will naturally have a point where you can fuck me.
Are you ready? Or you want someone else to go while you still finish it up?
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay.
I'm just scared.
Hit me.
So yeah, my perfect day. I wake up and I roll out of bed. It's a fucking comfy bed. This isn't like latent, shitty council flats of the apocalypse. You know.
Yeah.
We're in a remote community and there's like mountains and there's like a lake right next to it. It's fucking gorgeous. And like all the mountainous terrain makes it really difficult for Zeds to reach us in any number. So it's just like a small community of like friends and like obviously all my dependents are with me.
Sure.
And
I
like,
assume Cosford is
it's
kept on the other side of the compound from you though, so you don't have to deal with them unless you want to.
yeah, I mean, you know, I wheel him into a shed occasionally just so that I can relax for a few hours and then I bring him out and I can deal with it again. You know, if he's good, he can be in the sunlight for a while. But he knows what happens when he. Anyway, so actually, Cosford's actually a bit more chill. Cosford's obviously there, and I think just the sereneness has made. He's only using expletives about 3,000-4,000 times a day. It's actually down a lot.
Nice.
And so anyway, I'm out with Pepe on his first official outing. It's just a routine journey. You know, we're going by a car, but it's pretty easy. But along the way, we find like a broken down van.
Okay.
Which is like fresh. So obviously that's a bit like what? We in the mountains as well. There's no reason to be up here really. And so I'm trying to like loot in the back, but I'm not really paying attention. I'm excited and a bit worried as well. And I get caught out by a couple of Zeds. Pepe fucking leaps out of nowhere and like ninjas them with his athleticism training. And then,
Yeah. So yeah, as you know, you hear Pepe fighting in the bushes. You know, you start pushing through, but as you push through them, it's not just like a hedgerow like you thought it was. You know, it's actually like it's just brush. You keep hearing fighting, but now it's not sounding like it's going quite his way. He's starting to. You can hear him grunting more and struggling harder. So you keep tearing into it, but it's still just more brush, and it just keeps going. Yeah.
Pepe,
Yeah, you call for Pepe. He starts calling back for you. He starts calling for help. You hear him squeak in pain. Now you're desperately thrashing, swinging, wildly to tear through the stuff. But it just seems like the harder you fight, the worse it gets. And
I want to wake up.
It's just nope. It just keeps compacting. Now Pepe is screaming as you hear something. Something else is out there now. You can't tell what it is. It doesn't sound like casualties, but something is there, and he's screaming. You can't move anymore. Now you are tangled in the brush. It's almost like it's wrapping around you. Like you can't move anymore.
Oh god, I just wanted to swallow me.
and then all of a sudden, like the screaming stops, and then the brush right in front of you parts, and there's Pepe. Only he's missing half his face. He's completely just torn to shreds as he just looks at you, and he doesn't even say anything to you. He just runs at you.
Oh my god!
And then you wake up you're completely twisted up in your sheets. That's why you can't move. You're completely just tied up. You tied yourself up in your own sheets.
Oh my god!
As you spend a few minutes trying to explicate yourselves. Outside, you hear other members of BSA moving up. And you hear the subtle but not subtle enough clicking of like weapons. As obviously with you and your condition, everyone's always concerned when you start screaming. So yeah, next up.
Oh, Jay, why, man? We were friends. You put me through the kid. You're fucked up.
Have you missed this? Have you missed this,
I know
Jim?
he's fictional, but man,
I don't mind going
that's
next.
my boy.
Get it over with now, lad.
Nah, peace. That was good. I like that.
All right, cool.
So
It was accidents, man.
basically, wake up. Someone's woken me up by tapping me on the shoulder. Wake up to the sound of light waves and the wind across my face. I'm on a boat heading towards an island that we've settled on in the middle of the Mediterranean. This is our sanctuary that we've built. It's a latent community. And we've just been out fishing. We're bringing all the fish back to the island. So everyone's got some food. It's really nice vibes. Everyone's there just like having a good time, relaxing, enjoying the sun. Get back there. Freddie isn't a complete docile prick anymore. He's actually got some life about him.
Okay.
We're all
great.
still latents, but we've managed to get a community together.
Okay.
And just walking along the beachfront to the village that we've settled in.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy. There's food.
No, it's
And
beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
I head towards it. There's a mozzie on the beach. I take the mozzie up towards my private mansion at the top of the hill.
Wait, you have a man?
They've built me this.
Okay.
I'm the mayor of this village. All right, I am the fucking mayor.
Jesus, capitalism.
These
is
bastards.
trickle down economics is so
Actually,
strong
see
in
me
the
as less of a mayor and more of a mortal deity.
Well, as you are skimming low along the treetops, so you can see your subjects waving at you.
Trying to throw
Over
rocks
the
in.
obnoxiously loud motor of the Mozzie, which usually tends to drown out everything, you hear a noise. As you kind of glance over your shoulder, several dark shapes scream, well, above you, because they're blotting out the sun from you, so much so that you can't quite tell what they are. As you keep watching, though, they swing back around, and those are jets. They're Harriers, in fact, as they hook back around
Like this.
and come screaming in, just over you now. And as they go, you can almost hear the bombs being released from the wingtips.
I knew you were going to carpet bomb my village, you cunt.
And the whole you just watch as half the island just goes up in flame and smoke underneath you as you desperately scream into the radios that you're latents. We're not turned. We're safe here. Please. But you realize you're just being jammed. That could only come from like top tier equipment, like EU, like NATO. Like they just don't care.
Why NATO bombing the fucking latent village?
One of the Harriers curves back around towards you, and you just manage to catch the glint and the flash as the Sidewinder lets loose off of its wing. Then you wake up as well, falling out of your bed and landing to replicate the sensation of the Mozzie going down. As you wake up just before you hit the floor, so just in time to feel it.
That was all your fault that your dream village was susceptible to carpet bombing.
We didn't have any
If it's a dream,
Sorry, I didn't have fucking SAM turrets.
It's a dream and you've got no limits. You could have said that Israel is like completely like fine. You just go live under the Iron Dome.
'cause that's
but
what I
no, you had
fucking
to
need.
live.
That's
Yeah,
what I
nice.
fucking need.
Fellas. Think about how
That's-
many green people have died.
That's exactly what I fucking need, Jim. The fucking Israel-Palestine fucking conflict.
Oh,
right
let's
on my
leave
doorstep.
that. Let's leave that
Fuck
out.
me.
All right. All right.
Okay.
All right, Rip.
Well, I am sitting on my porch on my beach house. The sun
Okay.
is setting. I'm drinking from a bottle of tequila and just enjoying the sunset. Down below me on the beach is Newt and a bunch of other kids that I have basically collected, saved, however you want to.
Is Newt badass as well?
Yeah.
Is Newt what?
Like badass, like because wasn't she training as
Oh
well
yeah.
with Pepe
Oh yeah. She was training Pepe.
and Gordon?
And, yeah. But they're all down there playing and actually acting like getting to be kids because things are finally over. We can maybe try and bring back some
Normality.
normalcy. Yeah. Let them be kids again. And
Yeah.
I'm
God,
just
Rip.
And they are.
smiling and
They're
watching
building,
them
Rip,
play.
building sandcastles.
Did you
Yeah,
hear what
they're-
Jay
they're-
did to?
They're
Well, I only
splashing
had
him in
one kid in
waves.
mind.
Like, yeah,
I
no,
know,
they're
but
acting exactly like
that's what
kids
I would
on the
do.
beach. Yeah.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, what you hear kind of a little shriek, little scream, and you look out, and one of them seems to have found something, some debris being washed up at the out in the surf, and as several of them start to run over to look at what it is. You get up and you start moving towards them, and then you start to walk faster. There's just you don't know why. There's just a feeling as your heart rate just starts increasing, and
That was not right.
all of a sudden you're jogging, and then you hear Newt scream "Mom!" and now you're running full tilt, and then the form just kind of lunges up out of the water, and you watch as the children just sweat back into the water with it.
What?
And you're pulling your gun out, and you're charging into the water, firing desperately, but it's gone. They're all gone, and you're left to just stand there at the water's edge, just
What?
staring at just
What
the
got
waves.
them?
You don't know, and you won't, because you wake up then,
Oh,
reaching out to
jeez.
find if Newt's still laying next to you or not. Instinctively.
Okay, well, I'm now at Crumble. Bye, guys.
All right, George, that just leaves you.
Okay, so my like perfect day is like a few years after all the zombies have like disappeared, cure's been found, the world's kind of coming back to normal.
Okay, cool.
So my original like thing was to like set up a little little base in Petrovka and just kind of retire, and and my perfect day is I do that. I wake up in the morning and the sun's shining. I'm like living on the edge of some trees, waking up to like a soft bed and a cup of tea in the morning, all the nice bits of life. Like as my like brother comes down the stairs and we embrace, and like everything's like just kind of nice between us now that we've put the zombie apocalypse behind us. And like I've started up, we've both like joint started up a kind of, I want to say something like therapy thing where we adjust people back to normal life.
Oh sure,
After,
kind of a group type thing.
Just like built up our own like little family of misfits.
Oh.
Who all like live in like the various like now empty houses in Petrovka. And like it's all just kind of like getting.
No, it's good. You
reacclimatized
hear
to
you hear a
society.
jingling from outside as a horse-drawn vodnik rolls up outside, and Desh hops out, bringing out with him a big jug of milk that he's delivering by. Let's see, hola,
It's a
cabron.
milkman.
Let's see, he walks up and slams it down.
Tenemos
on your-
leche para ti.
As he kind of, he laughs and shakes your hand and kind of, you chit-chat for a bit, and he heads back and hops back into his horse-drawn vodnik and gives it a crack, and off it goes as you kind of stand, watching the ridiculously ungainly sight disappear up the hill line, heading towards, Green Mountain as you glance at it's now crumbled tower. You know, and just the memories and the life and just all the dark and the, you know, the time alone, the even worse, the time with people, you know, forcing you to have to confront all your shit. Yeah, now it's all just fading, but you know, life goes on as you see other people kind of coming in and out of their houses and waving at you, and some of your neighbors come by for their share of the milk, the weekly milk ration. When off the distance, you back from Green Mountain, you hear a sound. First, it's just it's sharp and low, but as you listen, you realize you start to realize that sounds like a dog. Just a dog barking.
Of course it was.
And you just kind of shrug it off. You know, there's still plenty of wildlife around. But then you hear another one. It's louder this time. And then another one. And then many of them.
What is that?
And then you turn, and out across the field, you just see it has to be an aberrant. It's almost like a dog sled team of just every kind of dog you can imagine, but linked together with blight. And it's just pouring out across the field, just charging into the house. People are screaming, running. You run back inside yourself. You're desperately like throwing things aside, trying to find where you stuffed the Kizvik that you swore you'd lay down. You grab it, and you come outside, it's gone. You must have just been hallucinating things. And then you turn around as the dog leaps out of the door frame from behind you. And yeah, you wake up as well. So yeah, y'all had a real weird morning.
Just a bit.
Once y'all make sure LS and Huate are okay and not going to cause any problems. Yeah, no, everybody just kind of doesn't want to talk to anybody else all morning as you all kind of go about the morning routines of, you know, checking
I definitely
gear,
don't want to talk to you.
brewing tea or coffee or, you know, fermented yak's milk or, you know, a hot toddy with Gray's vodka, whatever the fuck it is y'all want that morning.
Definitely a hot toddy.
Yeah, I'm not going to the whiskey that early. Because after that.
When you all hear a detonation.
Oh, fuck, is that?
What?
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's very far away. Like you
Okay.
guys are pros now. You know that
God.
that wasn't close. Came from the southeast.
Southeast.
Oh god. What the hell's southeast? I need a map.
Is it the native guys? Are they okay?
Well, they are in Belota, which is to the southeast of you.
Oh,
Cool.
no, that's
Who's
direct
in
south of
Bologna?
us.
No, that's not. That's south.
It's
Let's not get
Belota.
bogged down with who's
He gave us.
southeast to who.
He gave us a rough general direction, not the specifics.
Yeah,
Alright.
it was a boom. As
You heard
were
a
all
sound from
really on edge.
Yeah. Oh no, the NATO guys blew themselves up. Oh, shame.
Someone got a 25 kill streak and dropped a
By
tac
the way,
nuke.
Belota
Right.
is absolutely southeast. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Anyway, Belota.
So yeah, no. What do y'all want to do?
Shall we radio in with them and see?
Do they
Yeah.
like us?
Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
you guys
Uh,
fought at northwest together. I
It's a
mean,
weird
Oh, yeah, I guess.
you
agreement.
spilled blood together.
Guys.
Hopefully that resolved all your tensions with them.
I mean, I just remember
I'm-
shooting them.
I'm
That
afraid
was a
to
long
say.
time ago.
I'm afraid to say that I during the night I had some nightmares and I saw things that nobody should ever see. And if I had to make a friend see it, I would decide not to. I wouldn't do that to a friend.
What's
You know, I
that to
wouldn't
do
say
with the weather?
this because now I can't remember what's happening at Belota. My brain is just
Belota was
everywhere.
NATO's strong point. Like, that's where they hang around.
Yeah,
That's their
so,
base.
So NATO owned Belota Airfield. The Russian Federation owned Northwest
Well,
Airfield.
it did until we nuked them off the fucking
Yeah, until
face.
you wrecked them. Yeah.
I have some degree of hatred for NATO.
Right, can we
Even though it
radio
was in a
into
dream,
NATO? Yes.
They still carpet bombed my
Yeah.
island.
So we could give me a networking check.
Someone network.
Shotgun.
I've got good networking, I think.
Yeah, but I have like an auto.
Oh, no,
I
That's
don't
not-
care who. Just
Come
someone
on,
ring up
Vince.
NATO.
Oh
All
yeah.
right.
Ring ring.
Yeah. So as you get on the radio, as you get on Ubic network and start pinging in, all you get is just squelch, which is weird because you're on Ubic. It's not technically radio communication. It's more almost like Bluetooth, like with satellite feed. You know, it's Wi-Fi. So yeah, you probably should be getting that as like feedback, just like pierces your eardrums, and you kind of like wince away from your own friggin' Ubix specs.
We got a squelch.
Yeah, it's weird.
Is that on our end or their end? Can we tell?
Well, that would need some sort of computer tech check to figure that out.
Yeah, I'll do that shit.
All right,
This is my actual job in real life now as well.
Let's get it done, man.
I got 7-6.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's coding. You find that's coding, fucking with it, like generating it, almost like an MP3 track. It's not real.
So someone's
not-
jamming.
It's fake static.
It's
Can
not real
I-
static, but it is a very
Can
clever
I-
way of jamming digital.
Can I try and
communication.
determine what the MP3 says?
Yeah,
It says
you may.
anything of its own accord?
Yeah, sure. You give me another
Yeah.
check if you want to try and pick that code apart.
Yeah, pick the code apart.
Can't wait. You need to succeed by 3.
Cunt.
Okay.
Or 6.
Well, your laptop all of a sudden starts screaming that same noise at you, LongShotz, as a meme GIF image appears of like Pepe. Like,
Close the
laughing
lid.
at you.
Close the lid.
My
Okay.
Pepe.
The only
Not
Pepe
your
that...
Pepe,
Or the meme
Pepe the
Pepe.
Frog.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Feels
know
bad,
that
man.
mean, but...
Yeah.
To be honest, that doesn't feel too bad. I'd feel worse if it
Well,
was.
supposedly
I would be
he's
very
racist, so
concerned if
he
it was
doesn't show up anymore,
Jim's
but-
Pepe.
Are we all hacked? Are we just all hacked? Is everything compromised? What's happening? LongShotz.
I tried.
Who else can do? Who else
I
can
don't
do checks?
fucking know.
What's happening?
LS, what's going on, dude?
There's a meme image on the laptop.
Use your
What does
intuition
that mean,
as a computer man.
You're the computer defense. Are we under attack?
Yep.
What
What
is
do you
going on?
think?
Gonna porn. He's got a virus.
Can you check the other computers? What is going on? Are we under attack here, LS?
Well,
I would like to.
Alex even has a chance to go try and poke around at anything else. Y'all get pinged
Oh god, what does it say?
from the Reborn Clan.
The
Okay.
fucking reborn
What
clan.
I saying?
Clan, the survivors. This is such
What did the say, Slinger? Sorry, I didn't hear.
Help.
help.
Help. Yeah,
Help.
it says help.
Oh god.
Oh.
Alright,
And then the
so,
signal from Clan blinks out.
Um, can we
Which one do
call
you want
another
to do first?
settlement? Can we call a
You
different
receive a
settlement?
video file from Bash.
Oh
It's all
god.
wrong.
The lights are
Anybody
going
watching
out.
it?
Yep.
Can we warn Dash or something? Just ring Dash.
yeah. Can we? Does this mean we're about to get bombed as well and taken out? Should we be
Get the
on
fuck
alert
out of
for
the
getting
room!
shot?
Get the fuck
Brett.
out! Get
Are we about to
everyone
be
out! We're evacuating! We're evacuating!
We don't even know what's going on.
Everybody self-control checks.
Yeah, no, I fucking God damn it.
Everybody give me self-control checks.
Pass.
Pass.
Alright, you passed your fine. What'd you do, Greg?
I could have done with that one earlier.
Oh
Fail?
no!
That'll
Yeah.
be too stressed.
I
Anyways,
survived.
yeah, if you took it, yeah, it's nothing. If you failed it, it's too stress.
Yes. Now, what happens if I crit field, which I did?
You might be crumbling anyway.
That's
That's what I
four.
that's what I screamed
That's-
no at the top of my voice.
That's 4, Gray.
So you're back to one away from crumbling.
Yeah,
You
so you're
lit-
back to 1 away from
So I
crumbling,
literally,
yes.
because Alex panicked like a fucking doofus.
Yeah.
I mean,
started.
I heard at least 3 different voices.
Yeah,
panicking.
look, it was
Oh,
a
yeah.
panic.
Because I knew the bad things would happen to me.
I was just shaking my head. Like,
It's so
Look,
early
we
in
just
the
got
day.
intel that like a bunch of different civilizations.
we don't know
in this-
what
in this
intel we've
small
got
world.
because you guys are freaking the fuck out.
Said, if everyone has now dealt with their mental bullshit,
Yeah, I'm all good.
you have a video file from Bash.
Let's see.
I heard somebody else had something else they wanted. What would you all like to do right now?
I wanna watch it.
Video.
I want to call Dash.
Okay, great.
I'd
Jim,
like to call a gunslinger.
He's in
okay.
Starry, isn't he?
he's in Starry in the hospital. Last time you checked.
Shall I ring Sasha? That would probably be a better idea to talk to.
If you wish,
Starry.
networking checks for anybody who's wanting to call somebody.
Do I have networking? I can't even fucking remember. Let's have a look.
That's a
Jim.
success.
Yeah. Well, I just succeed, right?
Yeah, I know. You just succeed, so you can go first. Yeah.
I try and call Dash.
You hear smuggler like pigeon talk, like it's English, Spanish, Greek, Italian. You really can't make it out. but you hear a lot. But well, you make out a few obscenities in there from the various languages that you currently
Can I
speak.
tell whose voice it is?
Yeah, it's definitely Dash.
Okay.
You're
Dash,
seeing the
what's
ping
happening,
from
Dash?
him. He's on Scalisti.
Dash, there's shit going down, man. We'll get somewhere safe. I don't know. We need intel. We don't know what's happening. We think all our electronics have been hacked.
Jim, you can give me a awareness check.
Hell yeah. I pass.
Okay. You hear a bunch of noises in the background. You recognize those noises. That's a dishcum.
Oh fuck.
And
They don't have
judging
any
from the
ammo.
the impact noises, it's not being fired. That's not a friendly one firing out. That's incoming fire coming at them.
Oh god. We need to regroup somewhere. What the fuck? Where do we regroup? Where do I tell them to meet?
Well, can you even talk to them? Are you even actually talking
Yeah,
to them?
I'm kind of. Well, I don't know.
You're
how
just
much they
hearing
hear it, but-
gunfire down the.
He's connected with them, but like nobody's responding to it.
Yeah.
Like he can just hear them like shouting and cursing.
Okay, I guess they're
shot
just
at.
like too heavily under.
Just a
they're-
little bit.
Yeah, they're a bit distracted. Can I network Sasha? Let's
You
roll.
may. Give me a roll.
I failed, so
All right.
I succeeded my gunslinger roll.
Nobody's answering. Phil, take 1 to trauma.
roger that. I think we need to go to Starry
Considering the
because
way
it's...
everything else is going, last you checked, she should have been at Starry. If Starry's under the shit too.
I think we should move to
Wait,
Starry.
Slinger, I got my gunslinger roll.
Okay. He answers. He sounds very high,
Oh. Hey man.
He's on
like
painkillers.
morphine high. Like
Yeah,
morphine
he's
high.
fucking on
Yeah, I know, I
painkillers.
know.
What do you want, shooter?
How you holding up, man?
I can't feel anything.
Is that a good thing? I can
Tell him
by
what's going. Ask him what's going on.
Bill, I'm having a conversation.
Yes, while people are dying.
I know people are dying, but there's a dude in a hospital bed. Don't make him have a heart attack. Calm yourself.
You guys
Jesus.
so much.
Oh, morphine. He's not gonna have a heart attack.
What?
No.
I missed that. I was rudely interrupted.
Fuck it.
You know, I'm fine.
Is there
10 cracked ribs.
gunfire?
Probably significant
Problems?
internal organs.
Anything? Great. Fucking.
And I think the bastard tore my meniscus.
I don't. You're
There
what?
goes judo for the rest of
This
my
is great.
life.
This is not getting us any intel, Greg. Fucking ask him some
I
questions.
missed the what? Anyway, Slinger.
What?
Right.
What?
I might need to borrow
Shooter.
something if
Shooter.
that's okay. Yeah.
Shooter.
What are you?
Shooter.
Yes.
You
Yes.
actually comprehend reality.
Can I snatch
You don't sound like me right now.
the
You're
radio?
always just taking life as it comes. You need to get back to that, man.
How long are you gonna indulge in his fucking delusions?
Just ask him some simple
Whatever-
fucking questions.
I
What
slap
are you
Adam.
asking him? What do you want
I
from him?
slap Sassy.
Can I drag the fucking
Slinger,
radio
I'm
out of his
going- I'm
hands?
going to need to borrow something.
What are you
What's
borrowing?
Can I have the MV22 for a while?
I'm
Hell
gonna punch
no.
him. I'm gonna punch him. I'm gonna punch Gray.
I don't want to tell you too much because you're in hospital.
Bill,
Right,
declare it
can I
wrong.
rip the radio out of Gray's hand because this is
Give
getting
me- I
ridiculous.
think-
Right,
Give me
okay,
a
I'm going to use
melee
melee
check
roll
for
now.
that.
Melee check. I'm gonna
Yeah.
roll.
Or unarmed. Unarmed. sorry.
Right, I
Unarmed.
Guys,
Do you even have unarmed, Gray?
Yes, I have 2. Melee.
No,
Oh, is that
unarmed. Not
Unarmed,
melee.
not
It's
melee.
an unarmed
Oh.
check.
Oh God. No.
I don't
Alright.
think I've got it either. So
Right,
we're
okay.
both
So black dice off.
okay. Roll a black
Okay.
dice. I got a 5.
I got a 10.
All right.
10.
I think
What?
wins.
You roll
Yes, I
one
got a
die.
0.
Oh, I was well confused then.
All right,
Well,
Phil.
actually,
Yeah,
a 0 is a 10. Yeah.
yeah, 0's a
Yeah,
10.
sorry, I
So-
got confused then. Sorry, man.
All right. So yeah, Phil.
Slinger, what's going on there? Can you
That's
hear
Spygon.
anything? Hey, man, you alright? Noises. Do you hear anything at the moment?
Boomy boom bangy
I
bang.
Yeah.
hear my own heartbeat. which
That's
is
great. Is there
very weird.
anything outside that you can hear? Have you seen anybody lately?
Sure. Some kid just pulled up on a bike.
Oh shit. Okay,
Maybe-
we'll
maybe
come
get
and
another
see you in a minute. We'll
Alright.
come and see you. We'll be back in a minute.
That's fine.
Wait,
I hang up.
why-
Why
Oh,
would we go
shit,
to
is that-
Starry?
Because
We're not going to see him.
because we're nearby. It's the nearest settlement to us. Sasha's there. Gunslinger's there. We need to act. We can't
Buddy's
just.
there.
You want to
Buddy's there.
Buddy's there as well,
Sasha's
yeah.
there. I think we need to go to
Well,
Pelota
still.
and
There's also a kid on a bike there. Don't forget him.
He's probably a bad guy. I think he's a hostile.
You're right. We need to take care of the.
Wait,
kid
can
on
we
the bike.
quickly get Slinger back on the phone? I wanted to hear more about how Sassy sees the world, how it really is. I think that was going somewhere.
Right, Rip, you know you talk about those Vodnik keys a lot. Let's get in the frickin' Vodnik.
Nope. You're
I
not taking
also
my
didn't get an
vodnik to
answer about
Starry.
that.
Oh, someone take something fast and get to Starry, please.
You serious? It's the last session. You don't want to use all your bullshit.
Yeah, let's roll
This is
out.
it.
Of course I want to use
Server
vodnik.
What's
I
the
just
biggest-
don't
You
want
want
to
to
use it
take
to go
out
to
your good
Starry.
shit.
What's the biggest, craziest vehicle?
Probably the Vodnik.
Vodnik is. I mean, right behind it would be the Humvee.
But the Vodnik's
Where
got that
was?
fucking cannon on it.
Can we take both of them out? Let's take
Or
one
you
of
can
the
take the
animals.
Merlin if you want to fly.
But it
Oh,
hasn't
I
got any
can't fly.
weapons, that's the problem with the Merlin.
Yeah, you can jump out. It would be great.
Okay, we'll take the Merlin if it's faster, let's
Okay,
go.
give me a pilot check, George.
Can I fly? Oh, well,
No,
George is
it's
a pilot.
George's-
George is a pilot.
Anyone gets in that thing, I fucking kill him.
All right, George. Pilot check.
Slinger,
Let's go.
land my plane.
Wait, where's my fucking pilot check? Where are we?
It's a profession. You should have bought it by now.
Yeah, I'm sure
yeah, I
you.
think.
Or drive.
There we go.
Give me
Oh,
drive.
no,
Drive's
no,
fine.
no, it's helicopter pilot.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right,
I
cool.
feel like I should use some stuff on this.
Now let's see how it rolls and then. Can we do that? Fail.
Do I have any will? Yeah, I've got 2
Yeah,
will.
everybody's
Can I,
got will. You've
Well,
already set your will. Your will's
I would
all
like. I would like to flip it.
Okay.
And it's a 10/2.
10/2. Yeah. Okay. You guys are there. Yeah. I mean, you come in hot as balls, like right over everything. Like half of y'all are hanging out the doors, just strapped in, holding the biggest guns you individually carry. Yeah.
Well, I'm a bit worried that we've left all our vulnerables at base. I feel like this might have been a trap.
Well,
No,
let's,
that's alright.
let's
Fine.
figure out what's going on. This is the problem we're
Well,
guessing at the moment.
Starry looks like a normal sleepy morning in Starry. You see various traders are starting to come in. Like
Have we
yeah,
got
moving
eyes on
around.
that
Yes,
bike?
They're
Why
all
did we think
really,
that
really
Starry was a
curious
front?
why you guys brought the helicopter in so low and
Yeah.
so fast.
Where's the prick on the push bike? I love it how we've come into fucking Starry in a Merlin for a guy on a
Can we
bike.
literally?
Yeah,
can we
I
lit-
just still don't understand why
I'm a little
everybody
bit
was in a panic
confused.
over Starry. Starry was.
Oh, because it's not being bombed.
It's
Because
oh,
Phil,
okay.
because Phil
It's the
got
only
mad.
place
Because Phil was scared.
Because
Right.
Sasha's there. That's it.
Right.
Awareness checks for anybody who wants to know anything
Yes,
about
I
what's
want
Okay,
unaware.
I'm doing
I
Fail. I did not spot. Shit.
I keep throwing my dice
7
on the
to
floor.
4. I pass.
I pass as well, yeah.
Yeah,
8
pass.
to 2.
Yeah, no. As you guys can see, there's nothing unusual. You do see the push bike that Slinger recounted.
Yeah. Where's the guy?
Nobody's on it. It's just
Yeah.
fucking
No, the
stationary,
kid's still
isn't it?
the kid's still pushing it. Like that's how you
Oh,
see the
okay.
push bike because you see the kid.
Someone go
pushing it.
punch his lights out.
Yeah, should I go wrap him up?
I mean,
No,
he's
th-
still in the fucking helicopter.
Yeah,
Tell
let's
him to
spin
touch
back
down,
round
you
and
just
return
came
back to
screaming out
Grey
of nowhere.
Mountain. Green Mountain. Return to Green
Wait, what?
Mountain.
What?
What do you mean what?
Wait, all of our
We came here for a kid on a
technology.
Yeah,
Look-
because
Yes,
I thought they were
that's
under
why I
attack.
kept
We've
saying,
confirmed
why are
they're
we-
not, so let's do a quick U-turn and get back to Green Mountain.
Can I just say, mate?
They weren't when they spoke to us. Like, I thought we were like going to go regroup and
Buddy
get all the
pings you.
troops.
He's like,
Can
"Hey
we get all the
guys,
troops?
what are you doing?"
Can we?
Someone
Could-
inform
Kinda
Buddy what's
freaking
going
people
on.
out.
Yes, because they should be freaked out.
Wait, what's up, man?
Look, our technology was like hacked or something this morning. We couldn't use it. We heard a huge explosion. We don't know what the fuck's going on. What's happening here? Is it all normal?
Someone take out the prick on the push bike.
Nothing's happening here. And then that's about the time the detonation rocked.
Oh god.
It was a fucking suicide bomber.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It was fucking alone.
Slinger,
Actually,
Slinger.
it wasn't the suicide bomber.
Okay.
You see the boy running away with his bike, which has now been basically cut in half by the force of the detonation.
So,
So it wasn't.
Catch the
boy.
kid! Catch the
bike
fucking
was the
kid!
No,
bomb.
it wasn't the kid.
I
It wasn't the
didn't-
bike.
Of course, it wasn't the kid.
The bike,
why not?
Wait,
Kids
yeah.
are
Yeah, but
fucking.
the kid brought the bike.
the bike was the bomb.
The bike
No, it
wasn't the bomb.
No, the kid had nothing
Oh.
Nothing to do with it. The kid is fine,
Oh.
but.
Well,
Okay,
I'm very frustrated. Let's kill the kid anyway. No, joking.
Slinger,
George, bring us down. George, bring us down.
How's the
did
problem
you
with
say
that?
that Gunslinger was in a hospital in Story?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, can I break off from the group and go visit him?
Well, you're in a
You're still in
helicopter at the moment.
helicopter,
George,
and
bring
the
us
helicopter's
down.
Almost gone.
George, bring us down.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna land. Can you guys
On
keep
the
an eye out and make
outskirts.
sure
Yeah,
that
yeah,
we're
yeah.
not gonna get
Everybody's eyes
killed?
open where we don't
Okay,
get
if
picked
you're gonna
off.
land outside, so everyone has to run in. No pilot check because you got plenty of room.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
So we all have to do athletics because we're running in.
Yep, you do.
Yep. Okay, let's roll.
What is athletics again?
Under
It's
speed.
speed.
Oh, under speed.
Pass.
Burn rations.
That's
Don't
right.
forget
Yeah,
to burn
pass.
Oh yeah,
rations.
rations.
You're running.
Yeah.
I
Burn a
succeed.
ration.
Go
Alright.
me.
I succeed.
Okay.
I succeed.
Alright.
Jesus, what a
So, yeah.
terrible roll.
Yeah, I succeed. I'm alright.
All right, cool. So everybody's inside. Yeah. No. There's casualties everywhere. Not casualties, not Zeds, but like wounded civilians
Yeah,
everywhere.
injured. Yeah.
The handful of levy hounds that are still alive are moving around, like trying to render first aid, and while others are moving to secure stuff. You see a couple of the interns stumbling around with concussions. Clearly, yeah. No, like whatever it was, it hit the barn and the hospital almost simultaneously.
Shit.
Oh,
Are they
fuck, we
gone?
need to like sprint in and find out where.
Yeah,
The
Gunslinger is.
hospital. There's still some element of the tent still standing. Give me someone give me some kind of knowledge check if they want to.
A knowledge check, like.
Yeah,
I'm not
knowledge
knowledgeable.
check, military
Get them to
profession,
do
or
it.
you could just roll intelligence. I'll give you that.
Can I play foresight just to see if there's anything around the base that's gonna like suddenly fall apart or anything
I'll
like
give
that?
you that, kid. Yeah.
I just want to make sure no buildings are gonna collapse.
That's a nice shout.
That's not a good idea. No, that's a good idea, Alice.
6 to 1. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, with the foresight, yeah, no. Not only are you not seeing any other like structural issues to be concerned of, but also the fact that like with the damage you're seeing, it couldn't have actually been any kind of bomb per se, because even a dipshit would have been able to set a bomb that would have knocked this shit over. Had have been something else.
They sabotaged it.
What do you mean something else?
It wasn't a bomb. It wasn't
It wasn't a
specifically
bomb.
designed to blow up.
Yeah. A bomb
Again.
bomb at ground
What?
level on like a tent. Yeah, no.
Would
Tent's been
shred
gone.
it.
No,
Something-
that
something-
tent's still
Oh,
half
it's-
standing.
But it's not a bomb.
Right, let's start figuring out, like,
Like a grenade.
Great,
Can we go check
great,
and see
great.
if
Go and check
Slinger's
Slinger.
okay?
I'll go.
Yes, I'm gonna go to Slinger.
Okay, so two you're going to
Can
the
we knowledge
hospital.
check? Did no
Where's
one
everybody
knowledge
else
check?
going?
Where would Sasha be in this madness?
Foresight.
Foresight.
No, to have a good guess what she'd be doing this time of day.
Well,
Hang on.
I don't know where she
Is
is, so
Buddy
I'm just
around?
gonna wander around aimlessly.
All right. Yep. Phil's going walkabout.
Is
Jeff,
Buddy
what do you wanna
around?
do?
Oh.
How loud was the explosion?
I mean, they're pretty loud. Pretty good sized booms.
What the this is some NSK shit to do with aberrants, I know it. This is like calling in a fucking horde of zombies or some shit. Can I go to the source of the explosion? It wasn't quite in the hospital, was it? Wait, where was the source of the explosion?
Okay.
There's a tent.
You want to check that stuff out? Well, again, there were two separate ones, so you already got two people going to the hospital. You want to go check out the?
I want to go run out the other one and
Okay, cool.
bring someone with
Yeah,
me, preferably.
You can go investigate that. George.
Who isn't doing anything? Can I pull someone with me?
Yeah,
George, are you
I'll-
still in the
I'll-
bird, or what are you doing, buddy?
I'm following Huate.
Shit, actually, maybe George, maybe get the
No,
bird back up so we know what the fuck's happening. We're quite scared at the moment.
Well, if George wants to get the bird up, I'll go with Wade.
No. I think putting the bird in the air might be a bad shout because then we've got to get it back down for everyone to get into
It's
it.
true. It is
Yeah,
a big
but-
bus.
It's gonna take
I'm
time.
kind of scared of something big happening, and I feel like maybe having.
I'll tell you what. I'll go to the hills to the north of Starry, see if I can see anything
All right, cool,
around
kid.
because
All
you
right,
can see
great.
you can
So-
see the whole
so
area.
I
for that.
got 3 groups. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
barn, hospital. No, I got 4.
You got
Phil
4.
and LS are each on their own programs.
Yeah.
Can I send my hawk with LongShotz so that he's got better form?
Yeah,
may.
there we
yeah,
go.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
Good show.
All right.
I mean,
so-
I have to roll for that, right?
Let's do med tent first.
Yeah.
Okay.
You two. Yeah, y'all going into the med tent.
Yep.
Self-control checks.
9 to 1.
That's 1 detachment.
I succeed.
Yeesh.
1 detachment.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's a mess. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's an absolute mess. It was already a hospital tent, but now like you see people, just body bits are scattered everywhere from the center of the detonation. Give me an awareness check. Either of you can.
Success.
Okay, great. With the success, you actually notice there's a crater in the ground, kind of at the center of where the detonation was from. Kind of a small one, relatively speaking, but yeah, nah. You've been fucking around long enough that this is still a war zone. That's probably artillery or a bomb.
Yeah.
So somebody shelled this place.
Lord.
Somebody can do that.
Somebody
What the
can do
fuck?
that. Yeah. Can we
Why?
do foresight to figure out who?
No.
You wouldn't be. Yeah, it's a shell. It's not going to have their
Yeah,
name
it's
written
a
on the end
crater
of
in
it.
the ground. Unless you,
Well, I mean-
unless you have military profession mortarmen or something like that. No, you're not. It's just a hole in the ground.
Okay.
Right. Well,
Did they write their name on the mortar shell?
What? Do what, Greg?
Where the hell is Slinger?
Okay. Well, you got to search through the wreckage. So, scavenge to find
Okay,
out.
I
Somebody
have,
identify
I
bits
have
of it.
really
Oh,
high scavenge.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
God.
Rip's like go-to thing.
Okay. So scavenge is 11 to 5.
Okay. You see a hand and a wrist with a very recognizable watch on it, in a pile.
So
Right.
do we start throwing the stuff off him? Yes?
Yes.
And that would be athletics or just
Nope.
do it?
Luck
Okay.
check.
What check?
Luck check.
Luck.
Who wants to
Luck.
roll it?
Where's
Where's
Luck?
luck?
It's you roll a dice and
Yeah,
it's odd or
it's
even.
just a
You
roll.
got a 50-50 chance of winning.
Okay. You
Who
want to
wants
do
to
it or
do
you
it?
want me to?
Go, Ripley. I'm frightened.
All right, I'm going to say odd, and I am rolling again, and this time it's a 5.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Nope. The hand is attached to a body. As you start pulling shit away, there's Gunslinger.
Wait,
Is
what
he
was the
alive?
alternative? God damn.
There was a hand.
And
That
Slinger
would
was
be a
dead.
hand, like
Just
he
a
was
hand.
dead. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, y'all pull him out of the rug and she's still bleeding, or still breathing. Sorry.
He's still high,
Can I
so
do
it's not
a
big
Give
deal.
him
first
a
aid
medic.
on him to help him?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do a medic check to wake him up.
Okay. That would be 9 to 5.
Okay. He wakes up, coughing a little bit, spits out a hawk of phlegmy blood, and grumbles, "I hate indirect fire."
Okay.
Right. I go up to Slinger and I talk to him and I'm like, "Are you okay?" And of course he's not, but he's going to give me an answer.
He punches you in the taint. Take one stun to the torso.
Right. After scrubbing that off, I, underneath my jacket, pull out a white fluffy thing.
What is the white
He
fluffy
looks-
thing?
It's a dog.
He doesn't want to
dog?
see you freaking dog. He just got freaking shelled.
I present him with the dog and I say, "Man, take this as an apology for shooting you all that while back."
What?
And I
Can you-
say, "Take care of her. She's called Ghost."
Roll persuasion, Greg.
Oh my goodness.
If he fails, punch him in the taint 3
I
times.
Yeah.
succeeded.
Oh,
He actually
cutscene.
takes the dog and pets it. He likes
Oh,
Fuck's sake.
All
Poor
right.
guy just
Now,
fucking
go.
got...
Phil.
Hello.
I wanted a
Awareness
wholesome
check.
moment
Awareness
for the love
check.
of God, people.
In the middle of a fire zone, as always, really badly timed.
It's not a fire zone. We got
What?
bored. It's chill.
Are you sure they're not firing again?
yeah, we should
Yeah,
be
pretty
evac
We
in.
should be getting out of here. but that's
Anyway.
Pass.
I'm okay.
Pass.
Pass? Okay. Yeah, you notice Chernarusian militia milling about in an area.
So I walk up to them
If
and
you
go,
had to take a guess, that'd probably be where your lover would be.
Sweet.
Her people.
Yeah, so I asked them if Sasha's about, like, where the fuck is she?
They point.
Where do they point?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
they point to the south to... What the fuck's the name of that hill?
She's not even here.
No, she's on Pop Ivan.
Pop Ivan, that's quite
She's
that
on what?
far away.
Pop Ivan, the ridge line to the south of Starry.
Okay.
Right, I guess
What are you doing?
I'm going there. I'm going to Pop
All right,
Ivan.
great.
Because
Jim.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, you and George, you and Norfolk, you all head inside the barn. I mean, it's no better than anything else you've seen. It's a mess. Looks like the shell was just off from Buddy's command center, but like it's not like there was a lot to actually protect them from the, kinetic shockwave of a mortar. So yeah, like everything's scattered everywhere. Like the computer, the servers are wrecked. Everything's a mess. You see Buddy looking pretty haggard, sitting behind that stupid massive desk of his. It is filled with shrapnel. It took everything that was coming for him.
Wow.
Yeah,
Hey man.
lucky sumbitch.
You are a lucky man.
Wait, what the hell's going on?
Well, I would guess we've been sneak attacked by some more capabilities we were unaware of, and they've tried to take out 2 key enemies in one fell swoop.
So they attacked the mountain too?
The what?
The mountain.
The mountain.
Green
They
Mountain.
attacked you, Green Mountain.
Well, I mean, I have a sneaking suspicion while we've been gone, yes, but we don't know.
What else got attacked?
Gunslinger, Clem, below her, maybe.
Northeast.
That's more than two.
Southeast.
He like starts crying.
Yeah, well, look, buddy, I'm gonna be real. Who's with me? Sorry, it's Ripley, right?
Norfolk.
Norfolk,
It's
you're
Norfolk.
not infected, right?
No,
No,
Norfolk's
he's
fine.
not.
Can you slap him and just get him to his senses, please?
Wait.
I can't
I
slap
do.
him, but we need Buddy to be a man right now. And,
This is not the
I
time
can't
to be
slap him,
cried
so
in the
you
corner.
slap him.
He
George,
can't
you
because they're
can't slap
infect him. He's a latent.
Oh yeah,
That's
he
a bad
does. He's got a
idea.
real high probability of infecting, buddy. That's the thing.
Oh,
That is
I mean, I'll do
the
it if I want.
But no, we do not want Vector Buddy running around a
Yeah,
fucking.
Vector Buddy would be great.
No, no.
No, because everybody's like lying on floors with concussions
No,
and
but-
fucking injuries. We don't
George,
put
I
them.
just need to know, yes or no. Do you want
I'm
to
not
listen to
slapping
your
him.
leader?
No.
Okay.
Can I
Alright.
kick him? I just kick him in the
Who are
face,
you
but like
kicking?
not super hard.
Buddy.
Who are you kicking?
Buddy, I'm just gonna say, Buddy. Look, I'm sorry, I can't slap you. I'm gonna have to use my feet, and I just
Okay, yeah, you
like
kick him
kind
in
of
the ass.
roughly
Yeah,
kick
sure.
him in the ass.
He scowls at you a bit, but he kind of stands up and dusts himself off. So
We need to
we've
get the
lost-
hell out of here. We need to
Yeah.
get anything you can from the mainframe that's
Dude,
still up.
but first,
We-
he goes over. He starts tearing through the wreckage of his servers, trying to find something.
What are you trying to find?
He's like, we need data. We need
This
data.
is-
As he's,
this isn't the
trying
time to be shady,
unhinge,
dude.
a server module from like one of the cases from out of the massive like tower of servers.
Can I take a haul?
Huh?
Can
Yeah.
I take a haul?
Yeah, you can grab it
wanna
if you want. Yeah.
Grab a haul worth.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, George, you want to do anything while you're in there?
I'll help.
Okay.
Grab a hold as well.
Are any of the interns alive?
What's that? Yeah, there's a couple.
Okay, no one needs like medical attention, not like bleeding out.
Oh yeah, they all need medical attention, but they aren't like. dead.
Well, but like they can move
yeah,
for
they can
now.
move.
Yeah, okay,
you
we need to get the fuck out of here.
Well, where
Everyone
we
grab
go?
one of
Merlin?
these fucking
Is that what you're doing?
Where are we going though?
We're just getting out. Can we all fit in the helicopter?
Yeah, it's a Merlin.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah,
fit a
yeah.
lot of people in a Merlin.
I'll take
Yeah.
my fucking
I
team.
think it can carry like a platoon plus of soldiers.
I
Yeah,
don't
you
really
should
know
be able
where
to
we're
stuff a
going,
bunch of interns,
but we need to just
women,
get
and
out of here.
children
Like
in it.
they if they can shut us once, why couldn't they do it again? Let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay. All right. So you guys are on refugee duty. Great. LongShotz.
Hello.
Give me a stealth check.
Use the hawk.
For
the love of God, use the hawk.
7-4.
Okay. Wait. I need an animal handling check. See if that
I'm like
Oh, no.
squawking through the radio at him, like, go, my
9-4.
hawk.
Oh, 9-4.
Yep. You're stealthy, LS. We heard you.
Yeah, but I'm stealthier.
Oh, you'll all be really surprised to know that I failed it.
All right.
You useless sack of shit.
I'm not
The
flipping it.
hawk
I've
is
only got one
pecking
will.
at you, LS, but yeah, it's not listening.
I want to beat it away slightly.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
It hops across the ground away from you and squawks at you.
Yeah, that's right. you
So I
prick.
guess give me your flat awareness check then.
I tried to help.
You
Sorry.
sent it up here. It's not fucking done anything. Useless. Oh, bollocks.
You can still attack.
Well, we're screwed.
What happened?
2-7.
Okay.
Can you will it?
Where there's a will, there's a way. And yes, I shall will it.
Spinning a wheel. All right.
Oh no, I still get a will.
Yeah,
from-
you can actually see them across the field from you. They're over by the old fields in the tree lines.
Bunch of bastards. Hawk attack!
Can't really tell.
No, please do not do
Maybe a
that.
couple of forms though, camouflaged because it's kind of hard to make them out, but you can see them kind of moving back and forth, kind of running around.
I want to
Also,
summon.
Are
I
you?
want to summon Gray and George up here with their sniper rifles.
Well, George is busy carrying refugees out, and Gray is
Drop
busy
the
carrying a slinger
refugees.
out. So
No, drop them. Drop them. Come up here and fucking
I'm
take
not
shots.
dropping Slinger. No.
It's fine. If
Oh, we
kill-
can absolutely drop Slinger. Drop the fucking refugees and get. It's okay. They'll be all right.
If we
Slinger's
If-
holding Ghost. We can't have
Get the
two-
militia.
I-
Get the
I know.
get the militia
Anyway.
up there.
Anyway,
great.
LS, what would you like to do right now as you? You want to just relay the information on where the hostiles are?
Oh yeah, an auto shotgun's not going to be much use.
No. At this range, hell no. You're nearly
Well,
a kilometer away from them.
It's either that or I
You
can.
see them.
It's either that or I can
Because
stealth.
it might just be effective at that rate.
It's either that or I can stealth across the fields and axe them to death.
Are you gonna go Rambo?
Kilometer.
There's a
Is that what you
fucking
wanna
load of them.
You want to go
How
Rambo?
many-
Or you want to go
if you're
back
gonna go
and
Rambo,
How many
do it
figures can
clever.
I make out?
Huh?
How many figures can I make out?
A handful, maybe 4 or 5. It's hard to tell. Again, they're camouflage blobs starting back and forth. It's really hard to
I've
differentiate
got
them.
some Kevlar as well. And I can make myself a
Satchel
flashbang.
charges.
Are we aware of LongShotz seeing these guys? Am I aware that he's?
Tell us.
If he
Are you
hasn't
Can't you
ready?
raided
tell
it in.
us?
I kind of need to tell them this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Shit.
but you got to go back and tell them. Remember your laptop? You can't call them.
Oh
Do
yeah,
we not
because
have
it's
all of
hacked.
specs?
Yeah, but it's
You
hacked.
do. He doesn't. His laptop
Top-
got hacked back at base.
By that time, they might have launched a second shot.
It's your call, kid.
I'll go back and tell them.
All right. So, yeah. So everybody's pretty much at the Merlin except for Phil at this point. So Phil,
Yes.
give me an athletics check to haul balls. Make sure you burn a ration.
Boss.
Okay. Yeah, you fly like the fucking wind, you mad little half Irishman, as you get up there, and yeah, end up with the Dragunov stuffed under your nose for half a heartbeat before Sasha,
Realizes who it is.
yeah, and kind of scowls at you.
Starry's
Why
under
are you still
attack.
stupid?
Starry's under
Don't-
attack.
You don't say.
Are you okay? You alright?
She looks down at herself. She normal, fairly attractive figure under all the fucking camouflage and ghillie shit. Yeah,
I will
kind of looks
now.
back at you with a raised eyebrow.
Now I'm radioing back to the others to see what their plan of action is, because obviously
All
I
right, so Spygon's calling into you guys. He's about a click south of y'all now on Pop Ivan with the
Sasha.
local hot sniper. What are you guys telling him?
The people, the baddies.
Okay, so
That
what's
one?
the game plan? Are we moving? We leaving? Or are we fighting?
I mean, aren't
There's
you like
the
chilling with like
baddies.
your sniper friend?
Sorry, that was your information. Spygon, there's the baddie. that was your
Are we
first
the
use
baddies?
of.
That's it.
Anyways.
I translated it. It's fine.
They're
Phil,
over the hill and far
What's the
away.
game plan? Are we leaving, or what's the game plan?
You
George,
go shoot him.
George, can you
Yeah, go shoot him.
hover us?
Where
Can you
are?
hover us in air, and then we can snipe them?
Let's.
No, that's
Can
let's-
I? Okay.
Can people
That's
like
the
answer my
worst idea
questions before
ever.
starting to interact with each other?
All right,
Guys,
was your
what
question,
is
Phil?
the game plan? What are you doing?
Go shoot him.
I would
We'll-
like
I
to
don't
We're
know.
all going to
this
shoot them,
during
are we?
all the-
Phil, we don't have a
I
plan.
don't
That's
have a
why we're
sniper.
talking.
Okay,
By
so
the
we
way.
need to make one then.
Point.
Are we evacuating or are we fighting? Right, let
You have a helicopter. That's your ride.
yeah. So are we leaving Starry?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. We're at Pop Ivan. Me and Sasha. Do you want us to pick us up, or are we coming to you?
Wait, I don't know if we
we'll
should
pick you up.
really-
It's back to what we might. Why would we?
We can only see a few figures, right? That's the intel
Yes,
we've got so
but then
far.
it-
Yeah, but we got a
in
load of
for-
civilians in the AO. What do you want us to do with them?
It's
also
in a.
also in a they're also in a forest, so there could be way more.
Yeah.
We can try and head back after going to Green Mountain.
I also
I guess
feel
the-
that
I guess
Green
the
Mountain
extract.
could be in like under attack as
Yeah,
we speak.
let's extract and radio back to base.
Yeah.
All right.
So you
I
picking
reckon
us
by
up at
heli.
Pop Ivan, yeah?
Maybe.
Well,
Can we take
yes
them
or
away?
no?
I
Do we need
apologize
to
from you,
do
George.
we need to come to you, or do you come to us?
We're coming to you, Phil.
Okay, roger that.
Alright.
What?
If you guys get me killed for, flying
It's-
near
it's
some people with
literally-
snipers.
I gave you an option. Like,
It's a slight variation on our vector towards the Green Mountain. It's fine.
If we get shot at by these guys, I'm blaming you guys. You need a pilot check, yeah?
Yeah.
The zeros are tens, aren't they?
Yes. they
Yes.
I'll will it.
oh
You need to will
shit.
anyway.
are. Okay. All right. Yeah. No, you.
Your
swoop
Merlin
in, you
is-
don't even touch the ground.
Sweet.
You just kind of come in, and Sasha and Spygon take a running leap into one of the cargo doors as you fly by.
Can we take the militia? Oh no.
Militia were
but
part of
you
the
have
guys
actually-
originally. Yeah.
Seriously,
Okay,
Merlin
okay,
is
cool.
a big fucking helicopter. You got everybody
Right.
out. You pack that
Right,
bird
great.
up, and you're gone with the population of Starry in the back.
Yay.
Great.
Right, let's go.
We're bringing them back to Green Mountain, are we?
guess so. I want to do a little fly around just to make sure
Yeah.
we're on fire.
Can
In
we
fact,
like just fly
While we're
by
there,
at least?
do I not say that we actually no? Yeah, Green Mountain. Because
Right.
Skaliski's under heavy fire.
Yeah, you guys arrive at Green Mountain.
Do I take a hit for dragging all these guys back to Green Mountain?
No, we did it. We succeeded. In the
Do
best.
what?
No, it's one of Phil's.
Phil, you
strengths.
wanna? Yeah, you can.
I guess
Whatever you feel is appropriate.
I feel that I should get something because obviously I got everybody to Starry and then I ran across to get to Sasha, so that's part of my inner circle thing. But now I feel I need to take a hit because I just dragged the whole of Starry to Green Mountain. That's obviously going to play on my mind. I'll just say that they cancel each other out at the moment.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, no, y'all touch down. Green Mountain's quiet.
Oh god. Have we radio back? Can I just radio back because I'm scared?
I mean, you're there.
We're there. Everything's fine.
Yeah. You're there.
Okay,
It's
alright,
quiet. Cosmo
Quiet
walks
doesn't mean
out
everything's fine.
and immediately rolls his eyes and is like, "What the fucking hell is this then?"
It's a party just for you,
Shut
Cosmo.
up, you fucking cunt.
Well, I don't fucking know where we gonna fucking put him.
We're figuring
Wait
that
a minute.
out.
mate.
He turns
Go
around,
make
he
some
runs back
space.
inside to his room.
No, for fuck's sake.
Shit. We haven't
That
got...
boy.
Alas, you got a Mozzie.
He does not.
No.
Okay.
No.
Don't we
Why
still
you
need
got to
to
bring
get
that
to
up,
Belota?
Phil?
I just
Why
couldn't
have you got to bring
remember.
that up?
Go
Couldn't
where we
remember.
originally.
Because we
That
need to start
sounds good.
figuring out actual confirmed hit sites. I think
Well-
that, from what we gathered, Dash should be next on the list, I feel.
Isn't he at Belota?
No, he's at
He's Skaliski.
Skaliski.
Yeah.
Skaliski.
Yeah,
God,
remember
we're
you
just gonna
guys
have to
took over the
fly-
island for him.
Yeah.
We're gonna
let's
have to
go-
just do like a flyby to Skaliski and
Are
go
they gonna
via
be able-
below.
Recon it. Yeah.
Are they
Go
going to be able
via
to
below
hit it
so we
with
get some recon.
mortars from that distance?
I
don't
mean,
know.
if they had mortars down there, they could. It's not out of range. Of a
We
mortar
don't know
from
where these mortars
coast
are.
to
We
coast.
don't
We don't know
know.
where they are.
There might be
The-
more.
from
man.
the-
And we know there's a
Fuck no.
gunfight. We know
An
Dash
81
is in a
millimeter mortar is
gunfight.
good for about 5 to 8 kilometers, depending on which country's version it is. So yeah.
Where
no,
were
it's-
we when we were hitting? You were hitting Chernarus. We were freaking Mars on DayZ when we were hitting Chernarus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got some range, but not that much. You can't
Yeah.
hit across.
But we
this
know
map
Dash
with
is
it.
in a firefight.
Yes, can we also, like, as we're going down there, can we take a close, not too close, but within eyes reach of below it and see what's going on
Yeah.
as we go
I
down
think that we
Skaliski?
should actually split up, but you guys don't ever like doing that. I think that there should be a group go in the Vodnik down to Belota because you can do that on ground, and the other group should fly to Splitsky.
We could do that.
But that does leave Green Mountain. Oh no, we've got a militia
Well,
here and we've got
We're
Sasha
leaving.
and everybody.
This is perfect.
Well, we're gonna
for the
leave them anyway,
segue,
so
because this is your war, people.
Okay,
wait, what?
this is the
Oh
war.
god.
Y'all are fighting across the map.
Shit.
Oh,
There's no
I'm
one
so
spot
excited
this
about
time.
this.
This
It
is gonna
ain't
get.
a little fucking castle. It's not an airfield. It's the
the whole-
whole meat and potatoes you're fighting for.
Oh, this
so
is a...
honestly, this wasn't how I intended to happen, but this is really nice, natural, organic way for this to go. Who wants to go fucking where? Because it's on.
Oh, my God.
I'll go Vodnik crew.
Okay,
I'm
we're
going
separate.
You have-
obviously going
yes.
in the-
So again, for a refresher, you have war goals. 1 Marsoc level Humvee. 1 awesome hunting rifle.
Yeah.
1 secure base. 1 airstrike. 1 Cessna with armaments. 1 massive fuck ton of satchel bombs. 1 Merlin. 1 crazy jungle lady. Crazy's not fair. Trained, mentally damaged jungle lady.
Yeah.
1 AN2 cargo plane, also armed. 1 Vodnik with a 40mm cannon. 1 set of gallows. Cover a
Figure,
lot
just
of
to be
ground very
pedantic.
well with all that shit. But
Shall we take
y'all are
the
gonna have to
plane?
pick and choose your fights here.
Also, do I
Now we-
still have my 2 Hellfires?
From the drones? No, those are
No,
the
from
fucking-
the destroyer.
The boat.
I said that. You got your airstrike from the boat.
Okay, I've got 2 of them.
Yes.
Can we
Okay,
take
you
that
got two of
cargo plane?
Thanks,
Okay.
mate.
Actually,
Thank
I
you.
need to go with the Vodnik crew because I'm pretty much the only person with turret gunner in this group.
Okay.
I want to go Vodnik.
All right.
The
So
rest of you are going to
I
Saliski.
don't know where we're going. Where the
Let's
fuck
go
are
in
we
the
going
plane.
you have 2
So-
planes, a helicopter, and 2 ground vehicles. So
I can
how you
heli
want-
you there.
Can I just say to the group, look, there's going to be moments where we need to each... There's going to be a moment for all of our war goals. We can't throw it all out straight away.
We're not. We're getting around the
I
map
agree.
quickly.
I think we need. Yeah,
we need to
I
get
think-
around the map quickly and assess
Hey,
the situation.
What are the militia
Exactly.
armed with?
Exactly.
Are there any RPGs or anything, or is it just standard like
This
light
is what we
weapons?
have, I think.
I don't know what they had. What star are you armed with?
Give me a foresight check. We'll see how
What?
well your militia's armed.
Who's giving the foresight check?
One foresight check.
I'll do a
Someone-
foresight check.
Who has
Wait.
the best foresight?
Actually, no. I want
I-
White to do it because he's technically the leader.
I was gonna say I
Roger
have to be honest because I got it wrong. I got
And you
it
brought
bad.
it up. Yeah.
But I'm actually gonna. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna will it.
Okay.
My awareness is +2.
I don't know, foresight out.
All right. So with a 3-to-1 success, Jim, I will say that your militia, you have enough for one group of your militiamen to be armed with RPGs.
Nice.
Oh, actually,
All
give
of
me-
them will have some semblance of medium machine guns, light machine guns,
Assault rifle.
I got
assault
an
rifles,
8. I got
and a
8
designated
above.
marksman.
I got 8 above. If that counts, I don't know.
No, I know. So you got what, 11 to 3? So that's
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
that's like 3. That's a 3-to-1 success ratio. So yeah,
Ah,
that's what
okay,
I'm gonna
cool,
give you
cool,
for
cool.
that.
Nice.
You could have only done better if you'd rolled a crit. Like,
Oh, cool.
Good job, man.
Yeah.
So they could take out some light, some vehicles. Maybe
Yeah,
not anything heavy, but
But then, I think.
and so everything's fair because you guys did do this in your last mission 6 months ago. Here are the known NSK war assets that you know you will have to deal with.
oh shit, yeah.
He has fast attack vehicles, armored SUVs, and similar builds. He also has armed Vodniks. You've seen all of that. He does have air support. Whatever was left of the Russian Federation air wing, he has contact with. So he can also move around the map quickly with vehicles that are armed. That's all you know he's got. Be a lovely, lovely
Speculation.
surprise when you run into it. Yep.
Do you want to just
So-
go screw with below and just go take it as it's the nearest thing?
No, I want Dash on side. We need fighters. If this is
So-
I was
wartime.
actually
Your
going to say
current,
that
as it current
George.
stands, you can have up to 3 militia groups, right?
Yep.
That you can diverge. You have a badly wounded gunslinger. You have a buddy with a shit ton of data that you successfully salvaged.
Yay.
You have Green Mountain secure,
So
But
and
we're
you
not
have
sure.
Sasha.
we
and
give.
you have
There's no
Karen.
guarantee on how long.
So
Yeah.
these are things you can translate into war assets by spending time on developing them. Some of them you already have. You have the militia, so you can split them up. Sasha and Karen, you need to figure out they need to be directed as
So with-
normal NPCs need to be directed. The rest of it, if you want to ferment it, that's your actions. You guys have to dedicate time to brewing up assets out of the raw
Alas.
goods you have there.
Shall I sit there and gather the data from
With
the
Buddy, yeah.
with the
You may.
buddy?
Yeah,
That's
work
what you
with
wish to
Buddy.
do.
Yeah,
I
I
will
think
let
that's
you
a
do
good
that.
idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will
Can
let you
That's
do
a
Alice
really good idea.
Stay. Is it a waste to leave a group of militia at Green Mountain?
I
If
think we
this is
leave
like
all the
out
militia
war.
at Green Mountain at the moment. We're on the
No way.
defensive until we
can't
know.
take. I mean, if we heard Dushcom and Desh and Co probably aren't winning that fight.
Although
if
there's
they're
3
gonna
groups,
support.
did you say? Correct, Jay?
Of militia?
Yeah.
Yes.
If we leave 2 at base and we take one with the crew going to Salisky, can you? Oh no, George is flying out there,
George
isn't
is
he?
flying. Yeah.
Yeah, so George
He's
can-
taking the.
Yeah, so you take
You
a
have
group
3
of
potential
militia.
guys, you have 3 potential pilots. Keep that in mind. Like the AN2 can carry people.
Yeah.
Not a whole platoon.
But,
but it
but
can carry
LS is at Green Mountain. So if we
Okay.
leave 2 militia at Green Mountain, Jim, George, and a militia group go to Salisky, figure out what's going on down there. Me, Rip, and
Jim said
one
he
group of
wanted to
militia.
be on the Vodnik.
oh, was
I
Jim
don't
coming?
mind. I don't mind,
Yeah.
but I'm saying I don't think leave. Look, you guys aren't going a huge amount of miles away from Green Mountain. I think just take one of the militia group with you guys.
I don't think-
understaffed.
That's a good idea.
I guess you guys are just reconning. We don't know what's
Yeah,
happening.
we don't know what's
Okay.
going on. I think
For
we're still
now,
on the
I'm totally
defensive
fine
at the
with that.
moment.
Let me go with George. I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
George and Gray and Jim go to Salisky, figure out what they try and help Desh if you can. We're going to
If
below.
you can, bring him back.
Yeah, we're going to
Right.
below see what how NATO are faring down there. While LS tries to get us some info and figure out where this asshole is so we can fucking hit back at them.
Question.
What is
there
what is
less-
Gray doing?
Gray's
there
going
less-
with George and Jim to
I also
Salisky.
have an idea though.
Okay,
Is
so man.
LS's plane still full of parachutes? Does it have parachutes within it?
Sure. Give me a luck check, Gray.
What,
You're
what,
not fucking flying my plane.
I didn't say that, LS. What am I doing, Spygon?
Luck check.
I
Odd
don't
or
know
even
why
roll
we-
dice.
Odd or even.
what we're doing
Even.
here.
Ah, I rolled a 1.
Nah, not really. There's
Oh.
like one.
Right. Because I had an idea to, instead of bringing the Baltic down, you could easily get bogged down and like held in. You could use the AN2 and then people parachute out of it. If you
And then
need
we
to.
get stuck down there with no armor. What? Right.
Well,
Unless
Phil,
someone's
an
got a
AN2
really big
bogged in
problem
mud
with
will get RPG'd
the
to
original
death.
plan. We're only reconning. We're not going to
Let's
drive
go,
up there
let's
shooting.
go.
Yes,
Let's go.
Let's do this,
reconnaissance
let's
in
roll.
a Jeep isn't the best in the world, is it?
We're going to jump in
The
the
Vodnik is
turret.
right, go on.
It's a Vodnik. It's going to like survive a few hits at least. And it
Yes,
can
but
roll
a
fast.
plane wouldn't need to, well, a plane really wouldn't get hit if it's flying high
Yeah, but the
enough.
people
I think
jumping
just
out of
fly
it will
somewhere
do.
else. If this is global war, we could find out that there's shit going on in Bash.
Well,
We did have a video earlier.
I'm priority targets because I want Desh's crew because we know them, we trust them, they can become a war asset. NATO is in our backyard and we can get there by vehicle.
Right.
That's
But can
my
I just
thinking.
say to LS in future though in game, that I've known from experience that AN2s can get quite high in the sky, and you can get a pretty much look at the entire
Trust me,
map.
Greg.
You can
I know.
Yes.
Trust me.
Now
I know.
let him work with Buddy and find out what the hell's going on. And
Now leave me to hack things.
All right.
Okay, let's go.
So, war rules. We start by mapping the ground. We have done this. So currently, you are in Chernarus. The entire map is in play. You all have your maps pulled up. So grid
Madness.
references as normal, like playing DayZ.
Yeah.
So if y'all don't remember, better go find a quick hit pocket course on it while it's not your turn. To wit, you know that you have situations at Balota, Scalisti, Klin, Bash, and Starry. You suspect you might also have a situation at Green Mountain. I'm not confirming nor denying it. So, those are the major zones with which we are currently dealing with. Everybody understand?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
War assets. Currently, you are trying. LS is going to try and marinate one. The rest of you are activating. 3 of you are activating war assets, right? Or 2 of you at least, right? Merlin and Vodnik.
Yep.
Okay. So you'll have to make pilot drive rolls for those,
Mhm.
all right? And that will activate them, so they will factor as war assets. Which the first round you activate them is a +2. After that, it's a +1 until the war asset is negated by something, right?
Okay.
Everybody remember that?
Yep.
Determine forces. I have determined them. It's a number.
It's a number.
It's a number.
It's a big number. I can.
Yeah. For now.
But anyway, let's roll.
Give orders. You all can hear your orders. You guys have all discussed it. Jim's given them. I'm not going to make y'all re-roll play it because we know what it is and you're all there.
Cool.
So then we have maneuvers. That's the complicated part where you guys all do rolling. There's a long list of them, and we're going to be doing quite a few different ones this time because you're actually all not in direct combat this time since we're doing a much bigger, proper mass combat war session. So, you have heroic maneuvers. All right, this is the multi-stage one where you can either fight, support, or do logistics. Probably none of you are really going to be doing that this round, but remember that with combat, it's an auto win, so you're rolling to see if you get hurt. Support, you have to succeed to get you tied. Logistics means you are helping add refreshes for other players. Okay? On top of that, you have chain command, which will allow you guys to buff Jim's leadership roles at the end of the round. Open a front, that allows you to split the tide. So remember, we've got 3 trackers here, okay? It's kind of like the negotiations. You remember there was that ladder you guys moved up and down to make your money? You have 3 of them in the war. They are your forces, your objective, and your morale, right? Your forces have started. They are currently at 5 leaned against you. So if 5 push points are played against you guys and you cannot stop it, you'll lose because your forces will break. Versus if you pushed 6 against, same thing, you'd win that. Morale will move based on stuff that does morale. If they ever line up with any of the dice in the other ladders, you guys or your opponents will automatically take penalties, right? The objective starts at the center, it's heads up, and it pushes just like the negotiations did. And that's going to be our main focus. So I'm revising the war rules as they were initially written so that the objectives are now the most important thing when you're fighting humans. So there's going to be 2 different tracks in the book between fighting casualties and fighting humans, right? So All that means is you guys need to get more points for yourselves than against you, just like with negotiations, to push it along the ladder to win. And if it gets all the way one side or the other, you win because you completed your objectives, which right now, you guys really haven't determined your objectives, but mostly it appears to be salvage all of your friends, don't die.
Pretty much.
Sounds good.
Think that's it.
Yeah,
All right.
accurate.
The last one's sacrifice. If any of you choose to die nobly, +2 win. Or a +2 to the tide, automatically.
What the fuck? I'm not dying nobly.
Yeah,
Okay.
No one expected that.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's okay. We're not really disappointed.
After all that, Jim will make a leadership check. He wins, you get a push. He doesn't, you don't. And Jim,
What
you
happens
choose
if I
to
crit
multitask.
fail? Because that's what's going to happen.
If you fail, you don't get that +1. That one's pretty easy. But if you choose to multitask, Jim, and actually take on a maneuver as well as your command role, just bear in mind that if you do die, it'll be an automatic +2 for the rest of the game for the enemy.
Okay.
Protect Jim.
Keep me alive, bitches.
So yeah, that's war rules. Again, I got the wheel, so don't worry about it. But just try and kind of stay on top of what maneuvers you guys want to do as they come up, and I'll handle.
I want to lead the fuck out of this conflict.
So yeah, that being said, what is everybody doing for their maneuvers? Ripley, George, you're activating assets.
Yep.
So you're each going to give me a driver pilot check roughly. So
Okay.
you two can go sit to the side for a minute, and we'll get back
Okay.
to you.
Sweet.
Gray, what kind of maneuver would you like to do?
Oh, are we at site now, or?
No, you are. This is your first round as you guys in the helicopter. Or are you activating your yak and flying escort?
No,
for-
I'm
for-
not. The app is being held at this point.
Okay.
I'm just in the back of the
Then
helicopter. So.
Then I need something else. You're in the helicopter. What do you want to do?
Oh, what kind of impact can I have from the air?
Support
than-
is always
Oh,
an easy one. If you don't have something direct, you can do yourself.
Right, I could use support. I could scope in with my rifle to see what the hell's going on down there.
Well, that'd be a survey, wouldn't it? Because then you'd find something out.
Oh, it's a different
Yeah,
one.
that'd be
then.
good.
Well, I'll survey then.
So you're gonna do a survey. Jim,
Okay.
what are you gonna do? You're also in the helicopter. Or do you just
Wait,
want to
am I
lead
not
this
just
round and
leading?
not
I just want to
multitask?
lead this round, I think.
Yeah, I think that'd be a smart idea.
So you're not multitasking this round, correct?
I'm just going to lead.
Great. LongShotz, you are going to develop an asset. So you are going to give me a computer tech check. Simple enough. Spygon, you're last up. What are you
Oh,
doing?
hang on.
Can I survey on a hidden asset by using our radio comms, just trying to get any frequencies of any reports of any chatter amongst what's left of Chernarus?
Okay. You're going to have a skill that'll let you do that?
I have. I could be deceptive and try and pretend that I am part of a on the opposite
That's that
side.
bullshit, Phil. That's that bullshit. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So, very good. There's your current force. Let us begin the war, everyone, and good luck.
Yeah.
Forgotten hopes. So,
This is where it happens.
Ripley,
Yep.
Norfolk, I need checks from you two to even see if you get out the gate.
Okay. 5, 2, add my 3, 8 to 2.
So that's +2 for you.
Say 5 to 6.
All right. So helicopter problems. Merlin's not getting out just yet.
Yay!
All right.
It's the helicopter's fault, not mine. It's,
All right.
It's not a piloting.
Jesus. Oh, it's helicopters, man. Oof.
Alrighty then. So, Gray. So helicopter didn't get in the air. Kind of hard to survey from there, unless you want to give me some
Get up
bullshit
in the
like
tower.
Phil to try and get a survey done. Otherwise, probably need to do a support and help get that helicopter flying, huh?
Yeah, I'll do support.
Okay.
I don't think I
Give me a
anything I
pilot
can do
check.
other
Try
than
and
like
help
some
get in
sort
the
of
air.
periscope.
Did you press the on button, George?
That is a fail.
That's a fail.
What the
All
Wow.
fuck is wrong with that Merlin?
Started you mean to go on. I love it. All right. So, LongShotz, computer tech check. Let's see if you can develop an
Yeah.
asset.
Yeah, probably not. Oh, crit success! You too.
Nicely
Nice.
done,
All right,
LS.
LongShotz.
Sorry,
So,
didn't mean to go on.
you can
LS is
either
going to be the
have
savior we need.
a really great asset, like get some game breaking information, or I'll let you activate the asset right the fuck now to help your team with its tide right now.
Oh, I feel like you guys need some help.
I mean, we've had a lot of failures.
Yeah, we'll go for the immediate activation.
All right, cool. With just a very was it Fincher that did The Social Network? Very David Fincher-esque sequence of LongShotz staring into computer screens as numbers float around his head. Manages to not only relink all of Buddy's systems, but just launch a full-on counter-cyber strike
Good
against
job.
NSK and his forces.
Cyber war rules.
Yeah. So, with that, so you now have, basically, LongShotz is clearing up your comms. He's clearing up everything. You now have regained your full digital access to Chernarus as you have been grown used to having it.
Nicely done, LS.
Good.
And as long as
Good
LS
job.
can hold that, you will continue to have free
fucking
reign
hell,
of
great
your
job.
communications and battlefield awareness.
And that's the real question.
Fucking epic.
All right. So, well done, LongShotz. Spygon.
Hello. Well, I feel as
Give me some bullshit.
LS is literally just got us back up and running on the the computer side. I managed to quickly find a frequency that NSK's troops are using, and I go to listen in just to get a general idea of what this group is. Or
Yeah,
what
I need that deception check for you to be able to price anything out of them.
Roger that. Roll in.
Aren't they just talking fake Russian?
That's a
and-
7-2.
7-2?
Yep.
All right. So, Phil, with a successful survey check, you want their plans, the tide they're pushing
Hidden
with this
asset.
round, or you want a hidden asset?
Yeah, I want to know what
Good
they're failed
job.
in.
All right.
I love the hidden assets.
So we can go destroy it.
Although just at least know what we're fighting at least.
We're going to do this my way, Phil.
That's fair.
I'm going to roll a d6.
Ooh,
That's the asset you'll get to find out.
sweet.
Like a decent.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
Damn straight.
The Irish is strong
Yeah.
in you today, Phil.
Green Mountain. Got Tower protects.
You hear you hear NSK. You actually hear that voice.
Himself. Wow.
Yeah.
Dude,
You
random side thing. Does it sound exactly the same as the guy that told me I was going to die in Chernarus several times in that fucking pub?
No.
Okay,
No,
I
it does
didn't meet
not.
him. I did not meet him face to face and not even realise. Thank God for that.
You've been scared of that for
Yeah, I
months
thought
now.
I was like, shit. Was I literally told that I was going to die by NSK in Starry? And I just was like, oh, it's just some random guy.
Yeah. He is talking to well, it's more of a petulant berating of a bunch of people about getting his queen out as quickly as possible.
Okay.
She needs he needs her to take the mountain. She must go now. And make sure she has plenty of casualties to support her.
Oh my god, it's
fuck.
the huge,
It's
crazy
It's the
Aberrant.
aberrant.
aberrant. It's not the
Aberrant.
huge, it's the tiny aberrant kid.
It's the aberrant.
He weaponized her.
Of course
Yeah,
he did.
and he's going to deploy her somewhere.
Against
take her
Green
out.
Mountain.
Ooh.
Christ.
Well, he's talking about Green Mountain, but you didn't ask where he was actually deploying it. So yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah,
Who
but
knows?
yeah, how much? Yeah,
What other mountain do we give a shit about?
yeah.
Are there any other mountains that people would care about?
Well, it
Not
depends
really.
a lot on your actions since he hasn't actually gotten her out yet.
Yeah, if he suddenly really
Oh.
feels like he wants to counter us,
Yeah.
he might
Everyone-
re-channel her.
Everyone
I've
do
got an
nothing.
idea.
We're gonna do nothing. We're gonna rest. we're gonna rest, fall asleep for one turn, regain our HP. Bam! Next turn it's gonna be out.
I've got an idea.
Nip it
Get
in the
my
an
bud.
spell
idea.
slots back.
I've got
Go,
an idea.
Alice.
How?
Long
Well,
shots.
I'm hoping it'll work.
Uh-huh.
Could we fake push on somewhere to get him to deploy her, and then
That would
just
be a
push
feint.
somewhere else?
That would
Possibly.
be a feint. Yeah, that's a thing you can do. That would be a deception check from Jim.
Jim,
Yes, I'm willing to try.
No,
But
I
how?
think we
So,
stick
I'll
with the
give you a
original
recap.
plan for the moment. Let's find out, like,
So Jim, I found buried away what I think the intention Caleb has for these, and so we're going to test them this way because I want to see if this actually works good or not. Your command roll, just like with negotiations, you don't inherently have to just roll persuasion. Or in this instance, it would be leadership, but you don't just inherently have to do that every round, like on negotiations. So if any of your talkie skills have a respective thing, so that being said, you can roll networking to contact lost forces. You can use persuasion to get access to a war asset. You can use intimidation to prevent morale breaks, which is probably going to come in handy this round because I'm definitely going to fuck with y'all's morale today. You can use sensitivity to basically survey, or get a free hint from the GM on what to do next, or you could roll deception to feint the enemy to shift them to a different front.
Okay, LongShotz, this is your plan. Where would we be shifting?
We don't even know.
We don't even know where they're going to deploy it,
or where our fronts are at the moment.
I say do it anyway.
Listen, right, I came up with a suggestion. I'm not going to rest.
No. I think that's a good idea, but let's do that a few rounds down the time because
let's keep that in the pipeline.
Yeah, keep that in the back.
Yeah, it wasn't an immediate suggestion.
No, because we don't know the situation at Belota, we don't know the situation at Saliski, we don't know the situation at half of Chernarus at the moment.
Hey, Green Mountain's not walled off, by the way. If it's a horde of zombies, they should be able to siege it for a bit. If it's just zombies.
Yeah, possibly.
So Jim, that being said, we are now to command. Do you want to just try and push the tide on this one, or do you want to try one of these new ones I just threw at you?
Oh, God, that's a lot, Jay.
I know. and to be honest, as everyone has pointed out, we're still pretty early on, so you don't really have a good idea of the situation.
I feel like this early in, we just want recon and almost to act reactively because it's so hard to try and plan what's.
So give me a leadership check. Then just give yourself a push.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh God, what's my leadership is? I get +5 or something, and I don't think I've won it.
Is that enough?
No, I fail.
Fail. All right then. So
do you want to will it or?
I don't have any more wills. I don't think. I'm not sure if I ever invested in another will. I think I've only got one still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's what it is. Remember, you guys can play spots. You want to try and fill those back in. You already burned a bunch of them. Cool. So yeah, your tide stands at 9.
They beat us.
Let's roll for some shit. Let's get the enemy on the board. All right, that's a success.
Oh, success for us.
No, he's rolling for them.
I know. I can dream though.
I can dream. The
GM tide is 9. Your opponent's is 12. You were pushed 3 on objectives.
Yeah, that's not good.
It always starts pretty rough.
Bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. He's now 3 off from winning.
I think we've had worse.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we always start like this because they always start with better stuff.
Hang on, what? So he's nearly won already?
I mean, he pushed you pretty hard there. He activated a war asset. So
let's get this helicopter going.
Okay. So new round.
Yep.
Yeah. So all your war assets lost their big first bump. So that'll be that and that. Yeah, with your fresh communications opened up, you now hear from Scalisti Island.
Uh-oh.
It's Dash.
Thank God.
Yeah, someone can answer that.
And it's still pretty erratic linguistically.
Dash, ¿estás vivo? ¿Estás vivo? Piratas!
Yeah, sí, Baratas! And then you hear more Dishcom fire. And yeah, that's about all you get out of him.
I know you're a pirate. That doesn't help me.
I think he's being attacked by a pirate.
You get a
I'm joking, I know.
Yeah.
From a pair of Ubix specs being held up over something. Can't really tell. It's too close to the camera. Yeah, you see a half a dozen of those fucking pirate vessels you guys didn't blow up way back when, floating offshore Scalisti. And they are just raking the Scalisti castle with gunfire.
Hey, we tried to blow them up.
Do we need to?
Did we
does
full
Phil
push?
need to activate his thing to?
No.
Shoot them?
Whoa, no.
Phil's
Okay.
Half of this red market campaign has been Phil cracking up about us trying to use it.
On my shit, I know.
Yeah, Phil is very protective of his assets. So yeah,
It really is.
best
It is a
knowledge
game
is Phil's
changer,
Paying
and
attention, and when he forgets about it until the last round when it won't matter, I'll laugh at him.
Exactly.
No, I will remember, and when shit is looking bad, I will make it fire from the heavens.
Yeah, worst case, we just operation like an arrow and we all die.
So, that being said, George, I assume you're going to attempt to activate your war asset again.
I will attempt to activate the war asset. I am
Perfect.
attempting to activate the war asset. I have
Alright.
failed to activate the war asset.
This is like a shitty car, you know when
What
a car
is
just
wrong with
starts,
your
like,
fucking mode?
I'm yet to roll a successful roll. Actually, no, I rolled one successful roll. All my helicopter-related rolls have failed.
Yeah, you
Fucking
used all
hell.
your will just keeping that thing in the air.
Yep.
Do you want to trade a helicopter for a hawk and see if we have better luck with each other's equipment?
All right. So there's that.
Greg, do you want to try again?
Gray, what do you want to do?
Please get the bird up in the air.
Fix it. Fix the engine. Just kick it.
Just kick it, Gray.
Yeah, I'm getting this helicopter up. I'm not using that yak yet.
Okay.
I have a plan for that, yeah.
You give me a pilot check then for support.
Come on, Gray.
Yeah, you're at a -2, but yeah, you could try it again and keep pushing, keep helping push.
We can do it.
Oh god, right, I'm flipping that. Fuck it. Well,
Okay.
So
You
we're-
so
succeed?
that is 10 over 1.
Okay. All right then. Well, 6 over
Great
1
success.
because you're at a -2. So yeah.
Oh,
So yeah. You're still doing your job, co-pilot, and trying to get the bird to behave.
The blade's spinning now.
Jim, do you want to multitask this round? Or do you want to still continue sitting in the back trying to be a heroic leader?
I think I wanna multitask. I love finding out about hidden assets because I think it's really important so we can make some sort of plan to get rid of them as well.
Okay. Yeah, you can give me you can absolutely, you could do that as part of your leadership check, so you could actually get 2 of them if you want.
Oh yeah, I'll do that, absolutely.
All right, you can multitask that. I'll say that's a fair shout if I'm reading this correctly. So, how do you want to do this? Because you're in the back of a not flying helicopter currently.
So it's using my leadership ability, which means I gotta use my charisma somehow. So I guess I'm gonna call up Buddy and make sure, maybe verbally slap him around a little bit. I don't know how
He's
well
up. He's
doing
up
now.
in the
Is he doing okay
office
now?
helping LS.
Yeah, well, I need to lead someone into doing it. So,
All right,
and I don't want to get LongShotz.
All right, Jim. So here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna give me sensitivity check to as you grill Buddy and try and find something that he might have overlooked as you try and go over his shit. So that's what that's how we're gonna play that.
That's cool.
Well
Yeah.
saved, thanks.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, I win by a lot.
All right, so yeah, what are you talking to him about? What is this beration sound like?
So, Buddy, you better not be crying like a child again, okay? I would have slapped you earlier. Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, it's not compromising your ability to research.
Tech is wonderful. He's a genius as he's sitting there also trying to flit through screens, and all you see, Jim, is it's just gibberish to you.
Of course he is. He used to
lines.
work for you,
Look,
buddy.
it doesn't matter if anyone's better than you. I just mean, are you at 100%?
Yeah,
Look through
I'm
it
here.
again. I need you to find something. All right?
All right. I'm trying. Look, I'm trying. There's got to be something. Oh dear God in heaven! He's staring at something on his screen.
He's hacked into his My Penguin Club account.
Not quite.
That got shut down.
What he has found, Jim, is an old manifest for the Levy
Uh
Hounds.
What have they brought?
God, that laugh.
Everyone that is trying or going to fly, give me a self-control check.
Oh, Jesus.
Hang on, am I going?
That counts you too, kid, if you want to get your bird in the air.
At some point.
Alright, let's have a look.
Is LS's dream coming to
5?
fruition?
No, yeah, 7-5.
Do they have Harriers?
Slinger,
Pass your fine. If
pre-roll,
you fail, it's
I'm
one
gonna-
stress.
Slinger, I'm going to pre-roll and use my app that buffs it by a further 2, meaning it's +4 right now.
Okay.
Little unnecessary, but I succeeded over 3.
Okay. So it's
Slinger,
George.
I got 4/8.
Okay, that's stress, buddy. That's a stress. That's how that works.
That's one stress. I crumble.
Okay. I believe you have all crumbles now. So.
No, only 2 of them. The other one's detachments. I'm just.
How are you on 4? Oh yeah, because you
I was
fucked up.
4. I was in 4 in detachment and stress.
How are you
And then you
still
crit.
alive?
Then he crit failed, didn't he? Yeah.
Don't say that. I might not be from what's
Anyways, so yeah, we're cool for now, George. If it comes up later, it'll come up later. But it's last game session. All right. Who am I missing? Jim, did you do your check?
I'm all good, man.
You're all good.
Well-
All right. Yeah, it's a manifest for stingers. A lot of stingers. You've never seen them. You have no idea where the fuck those are. You can only guess from what Buddy can only guess from what BSA has told him that along with all those armored SUVs, in this case, probably salvaged a few of those as well.
No, they're at the bottom of the Devil's Castle on fire, surrounded by zombies.
Sure. That's fine, Phil. You go ahead and just keep pushing down on that. So yeah, NSK has anti-air assets.
Oh,
hidden around the map.
fuck's sake.
Yep. All right. So good job, Jim, on finding that out.
Yeah, we're going to have to be a
Everyone's
bit
very happy to know about
careful. Well, yeah, it would have been better than finding out by watching one of us get blown out the sky. That would
that. LongShotz, what would you like to be doing now that you've successfully fired up that
server room.
that war asset? Yeah.
I hadn't thought this far ahead. I thought it was going to take me longer than that.
Good. I mean, fair enough. Victor, your own success.
I didn't expect to be so good.
Yeah, I didn't expect to actually succeed. We're used to failure at BSA.
Yes, we are.
Oh god, I suppose I better go help out one of the groups. Or, hang on. So now that we've got that war asset up and running,
Yeah.
can I continue to develop on that asset?
What you can do is you can try and protect it from sabotage. I'll let you do that.
Okay. What, so like set up booby traps or like deterrents?
Basically, just you're just going to monitor the system and counter hack. So
Yeah.
this will technically count as a support. But yeah, I'll say like successful checks on
Is
it will
that-
allow you to deny sabotage against it.
Okay, so to make sure that we maintain. Sort of-
Yeah. Exactly. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can give me a tech
Okay.
check.
Yeah, let's go for that.
Sure.
Don't want to suddenly. Yeah, with the bonus, that's 4-3. Yeah, 4-3.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can math.
All right. Just making sure. So yeah, there's that on your tide, and that asset is safe for this round. Good job. So next up will be Ripley.
Yes.
Yeah, you're bounding over the hills, heading. You can see the coast. So what do you want to do? You
Are we
basically
gonna
got.
like take up a position on one of the 2 peaks that overlooks Pelota so we can scope? Phil, is that what we want to
Would
do?
make sense, yeah. What can we see anything yet, or
Well,
It
if
will
we're-
require a survey check to learn enemy plans.
I don't want to know any plans. I just want to see if everything's on fire. Can I do the survey?
Are you sure you want to?
Yeah. Well, what else am I going to do? You're driving.
Lord,
so-
okay.
Well,
already
you could be
rolled.
doing a heroic maneuver, combat, if you learn something
Yeah.
and you want
Look,
to do
can
a
we-
thing.
Oh, listen.
And you're the one that's the gunner. so
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
I
I'll
can-
let you. Yeah. That you make sense, Rip.
I am using a will, and it's 10-5.
Okay.
We are burning through
On your
words
awareness
fast.
check.
I'm not. That's the first will I've used.
Yeah. We're only like not even round. We're halfway.
All right. So
through.
with your awareness check, yes, you do in fact see a raging gun battle taking place on below the airfield itself.
Is it just soldiers?
It is just soldiers.
Okay. Roger that. Okay. Well. I guess there's a lot of them.
Quite a few.
No, because that would be
Odds of
a
us
set.
driving through them and taking some out, or is that?
I don't think driving through.
You've
would be a
acted.
good idea.
It is Phil's turn. Phil
Okay.
Phil may do combat if he wishes.
So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do a combat and engage.
Give me a turret gunner check. Light them up.
Nice. Right. So that's a 6-3.
Okay, you are not injured by any return fire. Combat's always an auto win.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, the 40mm cannon just starts ripping as various human bodies start turning into gelatinous pink mist on the airfield. As as several NATO members turn around and look back and notice you all coming down the hill, and they began to immediately displace under fire. It appears you've rallied them to some extent. They're what they're doing. It's very professional from your understanding, Phil. Yeah, no, good. That's very helpful.
Free up NATO.
Okay,
Nice.
good.
So yeah, I believe that's everybody. Yes, have I skipped anyone?
No,
All
I
right.
don't know.
So Jim, we are now on your command turn. So again, if you want to attempt to, if you can learn about war asset, or you can learn about what the enemy's doing with another sensitivity check. You can deceive to try and feint them and push them off somewhere, or you can just give me a pure leadership check to get a point on your force tracker and see if you can actually win this round.
I think because I haven't like doubled it, I think I'll just because I haven't done it twice in a row. I think I'll just do the normal roll, just the leadership roll.
Yeah, you don't rack that up from that. Just FYI, but cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep,
anyway,
so
I'm happy
go
doing
ahead,
it
give me a
again. I'd
leadership
like to
check
see
then.
it.
Yep, let's see what you get.
So it's +4, Jim. So statistically,
You have crit failed.
okay, yeah, I
on these
absolutely
situations.
smashed it. I smashed it. I got
Nice,
a
good
12
job, man.
Okay, great. All right, that's another one on your tag. All right, your grand total is 11.
Still not enough, but
What do we have last time? 8.
yeah.
Last time, yeah,
That's
you
pretty
did.
good. That's a good
We're
increase,
improving. We're
though.
rolling in the right direction. We're getting
Uh,
momentum slowly.
This is where NSK just wins on the first round.
Yeah. Good job. Campaign over. Thanks for turning up, guys.
your enemies have a 10. So you push your objective 1.
Hey, look at that.
Yay, we won.
Unfortunately, your enemies also push your morale 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
What is our
Yeah.
morale?
That's not yay, George.
What is our
It
morale
is-
at the
it is
moment?
for George.
Your
George is happy
morale
when
is
things go
currently
bad.
2, 4, 6 away from, or no, sorry. Your morale is currently 3 away from being a problem for you.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Let me get. No, because that's
Definitely
My
not
morale
a
is a
yay,
problem for
George.
me.
Remember, if you do open fronts, you can split stuff across the tracks,
Yeah, no, I remember that.
which is what he did.
I was just wondering, like, how do
Yeah.
we counter that morale?
So you are now starting to get in more signals, more messages, and shit is
On fire.
awful. Yeah, no, stuff's bad. You're seeing now oppositional video footage from Scalisti Island. The pirates are making landfall and pushing up towards the castle.
You guys need to
Be
get there
good if we were
quickly.
there, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, the bird's spinning now,
Can
isn't
we
it?
go that way? I
No,
mean,
no, Red,
we're
it'll
out
take
Well,
us
it's
forever.
new round.
So we
It's a
can
new
head
round.
Take us
It's
forever,
a new
Ray.
dawn. It's a new day.
The way
So-
George
Can
fucking
we
says
get
it.
this fucking thing in the
Well, I
earth?
didn't Gray
Are we-
succeed, so
Are
what
we
does
not-
that do?
Yeah, I thought we were in here now that the engine's spawned. Or do I still need to win one? to get
You
there?
have to successfully activate your fucking asset, George. What is happening with Gray's successes is
Yeah.
you're getting tied points
Okay, cool.
for your total. So
Wait, we're
once
just
you get the
still like
helicopter
Green
in the
Mountain.
air,
Yeah,
you
Yes,
get a
fucking
plus
round.
2 for your war asset on the tide.
We've
With
managed to
militia.
drive down, attack it north, below to, and you guys still haven't left the dirt.
Yeah,
Basically, I literally spun the blades of the helicopter by hand, and George is sitting there wiggling the stick, going, "What's happening?"
Yes, more or less. That is exactly what's going on. So, back to the top of turn order.
George, get that
George,
bird
you
up.
still have a war asset
I
activate.
can do this, guys.
Give me
I
a
can-
five.
Well, then,
Let's
aren't
go.
you on a major disadvantage now?
It's the big button
No,
that says
'cause he's
"Go."
No,
George.
that's not how we're.
Okay.
That is only heroic maneuvers, guys.
Okay, sorry, yeah, I'm
Yep.
getting confused.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
I'm gonna burn one of my stress and add, so it's a +2 now.
What?
Because
I
he's-
succeed. 6-1.
He's a roach, isn't he?
I'm a roach. I'm roaching it. 6-1.
Finally, the engine
Okay.
sprawl.
All right. So yeah, that's a helicopter in the air.
Yay!
You are
You
on
come
your
in.
way, AJ.
We're coming, Dash.
So
Don't die,
that
Dad.
being said, Gray, what would you like to do now that the helicopter is in the air?
Right. Well, just to get an idea, it's in the air. It's not just hovering above Green Mountain.
No,
Are we-
you're gone. You're zooming across the map.
Right.
You're
So
at 320 kph and climbing.
right, I am gonna do my original thing, which was that I'm gonna zoom in and try and get an eye on Scalisti Island to get a good view on what the hell's going on.
Okay. Give me an awareness check for your survey.
Alrighty. That is a. Oh damn, that's a fail.
Can't see.
Hard to say at this point. Still a bit far out. Definitely a lot of tracer fire coming up off the ocean into the center of the island. Much as that makes sense. So yeah, Jim, would you like to do anything? You want to test this round?
So we're at Skiletsky, right?
Not
Almost.
yet. You're on
Yeah,
the
you're
way.
about there. You're getting there. What do you have
Probably
in
over
mind?
Chernarus right now.
Why would you
Nah,
go to
you're
Chernarus?
like, you're almost a Camby Wobo. You wouldn't see the island from Chernarus.
Do we have any war assets that I can deploy, as in like order to be deployed?
Well,
No.
Jim, if you want, give me a sensitivity check. I can give you an idea on something to do.
Okay. I passed
pass?
barely.
Well, there was one other asset that needs some marinating that nobody's really brought up.
Of
You have a
course,
one-man
Pepe. We need to
wrecking
wait
crew
2
passed
years.
out on the floor of your base.
Passed out on the floor.
It's
of our base.
Gunslinger.
It's
Oh,
Gunslinger.
can we EpiPen him?
Well, get
could.
someone to EpiPen
That was
him.
my idea.
Gunslinger.
You
Oh,
could.
Wait, we've taken off now, but I'm going to order someone to do it. Can I order one of the
Yeah.
militia to do
Yeah,
it?
you
They're
made
not
your
doing
check. So
anything in
yeah,
base.
that is now an order that's floating around in the air to be done.
Right.
So that being said, LongShotz, you're next up. What do you want to do?
I feel
Haze
so
him.
bad for the person that has to step Gunslinger.
Huate,
with
Sasha's
head.
quite trustworthy. Get her to do it.
He's got to get.
Yeah,
mean,
Sasha.
I am in the base right now.
You want to do another asset, LS?
I want Sasha
I was
to do
just
it.
saying. I was just saying I could wake him up.
I'm
Jim's
asking
already
you,
succeeded, so
Gameplay
Oh,
mechanically wise,
don't
what would
worry.
you like
Yeah.
to do? If you want to marinate that asset, that's the thing you can do. You can keep protecting your current asset. You can marinate a new asset. You can get your fucking plane in the air. Whatever you want to do.
No, sod's law. The one time I don't protect the fucking asset, we lose it.
Maybe.
Fucking luck.
You never know.
But I feel we need to start stepping it up here.
okay.
Where are the? We need to go help Desh, really, don't we?
That's what Jim's
You got help on
crew's
the way,
already
Dash.
doing.
Help is on the way.
Can I get the AN2 in the air? Got
Sure.
mounted machine guns. That
You
might be helpful.
Pilot check to activate that war asset.
Should you take some militia with him?
Well, where's he going?
Yeah,
This is the thing. Where are you
could.
going?
Well, if we go, well, I was going to go help Desh as well.
Okay, if you want to really compound that place, yeah, that's cool. No, that's a good idea. I'm not.
Yeah, well, if we
that,
can get that place
that came out.
locked down.
That sounded like kind of sarcasm there. I didn't mean it.
You're not going to believe this, but I crit succeed.
Fucking
Okay,
hell.
so LongShotz again. You can have a second maneuver. What would you like to do?
I can have a second one.
Or your war asset can remain at its doubled status for an additional round.
Ooh. Yes, that one. Hang on, which war asset? The one that I'm activating, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll keep that. That's good.
Okay.
So I get
Alright
a crit
then.
succeed on the next round for the war asset. Is that how
beg
it
your pardon?
works, or?
Yeah, basically, yeah. So it's going to be.
Yeah, I get a
So
free
when you
crit
first
succeed.
activate war assets, they're at 2, but then they roll down to 1 as long as they're active. Yours will stay at 2 for an additional round.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that works out well.
So that's what you've done. Yes, that
Sounds
is what
good
you've done. All right. So you're in the air. That. Who else is left on the
Me.
list? Yes, Ripley and Phil.
Yes.
What would you two like to do?
So, what state is the battle still raging?
Oh hell yes!
Okay.
At Belota?
You fired a sporadic burst of high impact, high velocity shells
They're
into
determined.
a spread out force of enemies. You killed a handful of them.
They're
They know
determined.
you're there now. It's game on.
Okay.
You've pissed
No, I
them
need
off.
another driving to
Hello.
keep us away from them, or
Driving would be we could call that a support to protect your asset, if you wish to do that,
I think
Rick,
that
or
would
you
be a
could do
good
something
idea.
else.
yep,
it's
that's
up
what
to
I
you.
want to do.
Okay.
And I just, what am I rolling though?
Drive. It's drive.
It is drive. Okay.
It is drive.
So that is 13 to 3.
Okay. So that war asset is protected for this round.
Okay.
Phil, what would you like to do?
Can I sabotage the attacking group?
Sell me on that.
I take out the most important looking fucker in that group.
Called shot.
Cool shot.
No bonuses.
Yep.
All right. Let's see what you got. He gets an opposed roll.
Roger that.
What do you got?
I have an 8 to 5.
8 to 5. He succeeded higher.
Son of a bitch.
Good try though. All right then.
Try your best, Peter.
But I will say that what I will do for you, since you did succeed, is I will drop their forces 1 for this round.
Cool.
Since he's not effectively
He's
beaten.
suppressed.
It's
Yeah.
a limited disable because that's
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah, that's cool, because obviously being under fire from a cannon is kind of hard to lead underneath. Huate kicked their asses.
Yeah.
So yeah, you did that. Rip did that. So that brings us back around to Huate.
I'm
Chuck,
here.
what do you want to do?
I don't know, Jay. It's an important question that I know requires an answer. But really, who am I? Okay, so I want to.
Just keep rolling your leadership, bro.
You're in between.
I mean, I think I
areas,
might
aren't
just roll leadership until we actually arrive.
you? Yeah, that would
Uh,
make sense, because there's not much else you can do from that helicopter at the moment.
Sure.
Yeah,
Uh,
I feel
yeah,
like I'm
leadership
kind of
check.
like bullshitting the narrative to do anything. So
Yeah, that's
No.
fair, considering you're stuck in the back of a helicopter for 5 turns.
I absolutely.
Because it took about 2 turns to get up in the air.
plus four, and I fail again.
Really?
Unlucky, man.
Yeah,
Seriously?
I got 8, 9 with my
That's rough.
bonuses.
Fuck hell.
Jeez.
All right, that's fair.
Kind of wish I'd invested more in Will.
It's a bit late for that.
Yeah, no. Well,
Alright,
maybe
then.
not for next time.
So that happens. That's everybody. This round, your current tide is an 11. Your opponent's is 12.
Ugh.
Damn.
They push you 1.
Oh, we need to step this up.
We'll try, man. We'll
Are
try.
we still 3 away from loss?
No, that's morale.
You've moved. You had moved 1 away from it. You've moved back. You were at 4. Now you're back at 3 again.
Okay.
Okay,
And you're
gotcha.
2
Yeah,
away
yeah,
from
that's what I
morale.
thought.
Yeah, as you all receive radio contacts from Bash, actually you get the footage. Nobody ever actually checked the footage to know the current situation, but now you're getting desperate footage from the network up there.
So we need to open a front.
We can't fight everywhere. We need to.
Send one of the
Prioritise.
militia from Green Mountain.
No, we.
We have to. We have to.
I
Phil.
think we
no,
What?
look,
So they get caught out in
I
the
want to
open.
keep
We
doing-
lose Bash and we lose Green Mountain in 1 swing. That is a bad tactical decision.
I'm telling you, Phil, about the numbers and getting a push against them and opening the front. I think that would be a good move. I know I also want to keep lots of people at Green Mountain, but I think we're using too many of our resources there.
I disagree. Also, we've heard NSK say that he wants to hit Green Mountain. He knows we're there.
Natalia, that's her name.
Phil,
Yeah,
this is a blitzkrieg. This is a blitzkrieg attack. We're being attacked everywhere at once. You know,
Yeah,
like, we've got
that's
to be
why
moving around
we've
and
got
then we
to
gotta move back.
focus. We've got to.
Look, if it's just Zeds, they'll be fine.
might not be just
You're getting
Zeds.
contact by Natalia, Jim.
Oh god.
On your radio, she is. You can tell she's running through the woods outside of Northwest Airfield, and you can hear the cries as she turns around. It shows behind as she says, "We need help now, please. We sent requests to you earlier. We thought you'd received it. We'd have been in very bad shape. These bastards, they're using children." And then
Oh
in the
no.
background, you see Vector Child run sprinting past her and tackle one of her compatriots. Jim, you actually recognize the child. It's from the community at Staroye.
Alright. I feel sick.
Yeah.
And Jim's
Oh my
dead.
god, I'm rolling.
You may do that.
We need steroid.
I've got something to tell you guys.
What?
It was nice being sane.
What'd you do?
Did you
I got
just
a
crumble?
1-1 crit fail,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
and that shit was already making me feel a bit sick. Like after.
What's your detachment at, Jim?
I think I'm alright. I think I've done okay. I've had a lot of fucking dependence the whole
I'm
game.
serious. What's your detachment at?
0.
So you haven't broken on it yet?
No, I haven't cracked, crumbled, or broken.
Okay,
I've
well, you
only
definitely
cracked
cracked on
and
it.
stressed. Oh yeah, I figured.
With a crit fail on that.
No.
Yeah, no. Yeah. No, you promised that city redemption and peace.
Oh,
Now
God.
they're being used as biological weapons to
I knew
kill
it.
people.
I
They're
knew it.
definitely doing that.
Oh.
They are definitely doing that as we speak.
God, what are the
So,
options for crack?
fight, flight, or freeze.
I'm just gonna freeze here because I'm in a
Okay.
helicopter. Like, what are we
All
gonna
right
do?
then, you will not be
Just jump
multitasking
out the
next round.
helicopter.
So, new round, everybody. New round.
I've got to get out of this helicopter. I've got to get out of here.
Splat.
Or just try and kill all the heavily armed troops.
In the helicopter. And then crash and die.
Huate, are you
Alright.
in my helicopter?
Yes.
Yes.
Because I've cracked as well. Oh, I've crumbled as well.
Well, it's a very health
It's
positive
a
helicopter.
very
we talked about
very
these
psychologically
things.
healthy aircraft at this point.
Oh,
Can I just in game like shift a couple of seats down in the bird and wet these two?
Does anyone have
I
any
mean, I'm flying.
drugs?
It's a very
I
big
could-
helicopter. You have a lot of room
Do
to
I
do
not-
that with.
Yeah, I went as far away as possible.
Gray's not the,
Can-
he's not the tail ramp.
Can someone get me drugs just
No.
to get me through?
No, last time I had to beat the fuck out of you because of drugs.
Drugs
New
in
round,
an
people.
aircraft.
Jim, do you want to issue new orders in relation to the new data you've gotten, or continue the attack as previously stated? You've got everybody.
Am
on
I not
comms.
frozen? I feel like I should.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. So you
Yeah.
can.
I
You
should
can't do
absolutely be
anything.
frozen. I'm
Fresh out.
like
Alright.
We don't
shell-shocked.
get a leadership check, I
George!
imagine.
You're at Scalisti. It's a fucking shit show. You have an unarmed, massive transport helicopter. What would you like to do today?
You got one of the
Uh,
militia groups, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you? Oh yeah, that's right. You took
Yeah.
the militia group. So that would be a support check to drop them off, or actually, give me a luck
Combat.
check. Give me a luck check, George.
Luck. Yeah. Okay. I'll
One
go
dice, odd or even. Roll it.
even. It's a 4.
You have the RPG armed militia. That would count as a sabotage to disable a permanent war asset of the pirate navy currently
Oh my
bombarding.
god, do it.
Desh's
Holy
base.
shit, do it.
Wait. So there's a boat, and we're gonna go in a Merlin and then fire some RPGs at it.
It's
That's
Battlefield
what I
3
was thinking,
style,
yeah,
boys.
but I mean, if
That
you have a better
sounds-
idea, I'm
No,
open to. I'm open
No,
to
there is no
suggestions.
better idea than that. I'm doing that. How do we do that?
Just make that happen.
Just a pilot check.
You
Oh
roll
shit!
dice, George.
Oh no! Helicopter down.
I'm gonna burn 2 of my my trauma
Nice.
points.
Yes.
I want this to work so badly.
Oh, George is gonna die.
With my +3 bonus, that's a 4 to 8.
Oh no! George, will it?
Oh my god.
Will it?
He hasn't got any wills because he was
Oh.
using them to keep the bird in the air.
George, what are your spots again? The vectors and
Conjure a
what else?
will.
It's aggressively antisocial. Oh no, yeah. So aggressively antisocial, and I don't want to kill vectors, and I hate dogs except specific dogs that I'm friends with.
All right, if you
You are a
refuse to
conflicted
listen to any
character.
of Jim's orders for the next round, I'll call that aggressively antisocial and give you your will point.
Make it happen. Then you could flip it, and then you could shoot people with rockets out the back of your
Just
helicopter.
ignore
Oh,
Alex
yeah,
for a
yeah,
while, George.
I'm gonna go for the rest of the fucking war. I'm just gonna start doing my own thing. Be a
Okay, cool. I love it. Thank you. Yeah, take your will point. Do what you want with it.
Yep. Okay, I'm
Fix
gonna
it, fix
get my
it.
will point, fix it, and
Fix it.
Just fix
All right,
it.
yeah, all right. So, yeah, no, the pirate navy is just completely befuddled. Most of them are, probably have seen Merlins at some point or another in their lives. Quite a few of them are military of some nation or another in Europe and Northern Asia. So, yeah, no, they really weren't expecting much as your massive bus of a helicopter comes lumbering overhead. So they really weren't paying attention when all of a sudden high explosive and armor penetrating RPGs start smashing into the holes of their boats.
Yes.
this is what I needed in my life.
So, yeah, there goes a permanent war asset for NSK for now.
Fuck you, NSK.
What a time to be a squid.
Ray, what are you doing in that helicopter?
What else can a man with a rifle do in a helicopter? other
Yeah,
than
you could just
shoot
give me
it,
a straight
whatever?
combat check.
Yeah. And is that going to be shoot plus
Yeah.
die?
Unless you want to dive out of the back.
No, that is absolutely what I don't want to do.
All right, then. Yeah, it's a shoot check.
Right, so that's 8/2 then.
8/2. Great. You do not take damage. Good shot, mate. Jim does not go this round. LongShotz.
Yes. Right.
Where
I'm
are
going,
you? What
I'm
are you
heading
doing? What-
towards Desh, aren't I?
Yeah, you're heading towards Callisti, so you're there.
Yeah.
You activated your war asset successfully. What would you
There.
like to do?
Can I see any enemies anywhere?
Shit tons of them. In fact, you can
Brilliant.
see George bombing a navy, their navy off the coastline as a
That
bunch of them on the
fucking-
shore appear to not know whether to fight back or run at the castle or just stand there gormlessly like a bunch of wooden ducks
Let's-
to die.
Well, if they're just going to stand there gormlessly, I feel like I should help them die.
All right,
So-
combat check. Yeah,
yeah.
that's pilot check. Give it to me.
Seven, 6.
Okay, that's another. You do not take damage. Combat's an auto win, so yeah, no damage for you. As your AN2, as again, they've seen tons of AN2s as they see the thing loping along. They're still befuddled by watching the barrage of rocket fire coming out of the side bays of this fucking Merlin. When all of a sudden, like 30mm cannon rounds start ripping into them as they look up as an AN2 comes waddling by, spraying death at them from under the wings.
Welcome to Boat Squadron Alpha. Unconventional warfare.
Very unconventional indeed.
But with the wrong hippies.
We're hippies.
Ripley, you're up.
I don't know.
I think that they've got things somewhat under control at Balota, and we need to head to Bash to help.
Negative.
I'm driving.
I disagree with
Get
that.
out if you want,
Have
but
NATO? We're already here. Doesn't have NATO won
And
yet?
we helped NATO, and we got things back. Bash needs
We haven't got things back. We need NATO free so we can place them somewhere else.
I love how Ripley's like vetoing.
It's quite nice
Phil's
having
decision.
crap, to be honest.
It's quite nice, Glenn.
Tim's like, my hands are off the stick. I have no responsibility for any of this nonsense.
I think we need to free up NATO.
There is, for free, there is a fight going on. There are, what you now realize, are Spetsnaz operatives everywhere. You are turning and leaving it in the current hands that it is currently in. You helped, but it's not done by any stretch of the imagination. What do you want to do?
All right, I thought it was done.
I never said that at all, so.
All right, then I guess we're staying.
So what do you want to do?
So what do you want to do?
So I just do another drive check, I guess,
Okay.
right?
You'll
Well,
get
I
a
mean,
negative
what
2
else
penalty
is
this
there
turn.
for me to do?
No.
I mean, that's, you can continue to protect your war asset. That would be the smart thing to do. But again, since it's the same roll, it's a -2. You can always do surveys if you want information.
Find out what the plans are.
No,
Sacrifice.
I'm protecting my war
That's
Or hit
asset.
if you want to activate a war asset. If you want to not activate a war asset, if you want to open a front, yeah, you can turn tail and head north. Like that. That is your prerogative. I'm not saying that's wrong. I am just giving you all the information so
Right.
you can make your informed decision.
All right, I just am doing support. You said it's -2.
It'll be at a -2. Yeah, so subtract
Do
2
I
from
still
your
add
black
my
dice.
stuff for drive?
You do, but you're
Okay.
subtracting 2 from the total of the black.
Okay. That makes it 6 to 5.
All right.
Nicely done.
So it's safe for another round. So what do you want to do?
I want to combat. I want to shoot more
Cool.
more whoever's attacking. Actually,
Ah,
who are these people?
Spetsnaz.
Okay, I roll for combat. Ew, that's not cool. I fell on my combat.
All right. So Phil, you will take 2 killing, 2 stun, 2 zone 5.
What the fuck did I just get shot with?
Something that can punch through Vodnik armor.
Oh, something heavy then.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Sorry, what was that again? 2
2
killing.
killing, 2 stun to zone 5.
5 is.
Could be an
But
arm.
I rolled to protect my Vodnik. No.
Your Vodnik's fine, except for
it's
the new
me.
hole in it.
Got a hole in it. Yeah.
Yeah, we're up to
Yeah.
your command check. So, do you want to try another leadership check, or you want to do something with one of your other charisma skills?
I want a leadership check.
Okay. Straight up leadership check. Hit me.
Don't crit fail this one.
Oh, I crit success.
Nice.
All right. Do you want to double it, or would you like? Or would you like to get one of your other charisma skills involved here?
I think I literally just want to double it. I think we need
All
some
right.
push.
Double's done.
Right? Yeah, I think we need some push to get a win. So
Nah, it's a good shout. It's a good shout. Hang on. All right. So that's everybody. That's everything we've got done. So let me do my maths. Or no, I need to do my things with my baddies.
Nah, you don't.
Yeah, please don't. I don't like it.
They just felt like not bothering. Their motivation just isn't...
Sure. Yep, and that'll be that. So, all right. Do some maths here. So you are currently at. You all are at 15.
Ooh, nice job, peeps.
Ooh, yeah.
They are at 11.
Good job, peeps.
You pushed them forward.
Correct.
So we're fucking their shit up.
Yeah, man.
We won a round. Fucking hell, guys.
I think what we need to go do now.
We
is
won
need to
one.
go-
Yeah.
We need to go straight for the fucking orchestrator of all this shit.
We don't even know where he is.
Brutalize NSK.
we could make it a priority to find out where the fuck he is. So
Yeah,
Not a bad idea.
it might
I
be a
mean,
good chat.
that is options you all have. So
That's-
that being
that's
said,
kind
we
of
have a
the
new
point.
round. And we've had some number changes. So, but that is all now handled. So now that we have handled them, George, what would you like to start off doing?
So we've strafed the pirates.
You have successfully destroyed the navy. There are still pirate forces on the island.
I would like to go for full invasion of the people and just land touch down on the beach or one of the shorelines, the shoreline of the Skillisty. Anything
Okay.
that's landable on, and then drop
Alright.
people off so that they can go cause some havoc.
Okay. That will be a support action.
Uh-huh.
So give me a pilot check.
All right. I'm
You're
not
at a
going to burn
minus
any
two.
rations.
Okay. You're
I'm
at a
at
-2 on this
-2.
one. Yep.
Do I burn some rations? Burn some rations, burn some of my lifeblood.
My mental status.
I don't think I need it for this one. I think I'm pretty confident.
Okay. Let's do it.
7 of 5. Yeah.
Oh no!
Go. No, it's good.
All right.
Passes.
Great success.
All righty. So yeah, with that, next up we have Huate. Yeah. So Jim, you lead out. Do you want to multitask this round or?
yeah, I want to multitask. I feel like I haven't done much. I've been happy getting the push bonuses and whatnot, but I think I want to try and think.
Okay. Well, what would you like
I
to do
think
this
we
time
wanna-
with your?
I think
So-
we've got a bit of pushback. I think we want to get some momentum.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
I think
that's
we
great.
want to try and anticipate. I would do another reveal asset, but I think I want to do.
You could do open a front, Jim, and allow your team
Can I
to
open a front
split.
and send out? Does that mean that I have to go and lead it? Does someone have to?
No,
lead
it doesn't at all. So basically,
I want to
narratively,
order one
I'll
of the
say
body
if you want
militia.
to dispatch LS or Ripley to a different zone, or
Ooh.
even George at this point, now that he's successfully dropped off to your ground force, or your
Um,
ground force is at Green Mountain, like you have multiple assets at this point now that you can move around.
I'd love to get. I don't know if this works in the game logic, activating assets, and whatnot, but I'd love to get George to get one of those militia groups taken to one of the other combat zones, or to go
Okay.
help him Balota. I don't know what's the best idea because we want to get essentially a war asset liberated.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
That's
so
what I
give me a leadership check, Jim.
Okay. It's okay. That was my. Wait, sorry, that wasn't it. I got 13 over 4.
13 over 4. All right, George, give me your best charisma check.
My best charisma check. Ooh,
Yeah.
what charisma do I have? I have
Not much, if I
sensitivity.
recall correctly. Yeah, I figured as much.
8 crit success.
All right.
Nice.
I'm not sure
Nice.
why that matters, but
Because you declared you were not going to listen to Jim's orders for the rest of the game last
Correct,
round to get
yes.
your will
And you
point.
just come
So
get the
since you just won, you don't have to listen to Jim. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
That was the worst crit success ever. Yes, I will disobey you.
In the best of my ability.
George can go do something equally good. Just don't
You
fuck
could.
it up, George.
I would like to just do random flyovers of Skillisty
Oh, please don't
be
get
like
really
some
wrecking
kind
my
of,
plans, man.
to be some kind of distraction and just to keep him on edge.
Okay, cool. We'll come back to you on the next round for that. LongShotz, what are you doing? So Jim gave an order to open up a front, so other people can listen to this order. By the way, so LS, what would you like to do?
So I remember from way back when we went to Clen, right? I flew the Mozzie, and apparently that was a missed encounter with NSK's base, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We didn't realise till.
And that was up
ages
by
down the line.
Northeast Airfield.
Correct.
It is.
So
You guys have raided it.
Should we taking it back? You never know.
We only raided it. We
I
didn't
wanna
take
do
it
a
over.
bit of-
They fought.
I know,
They
yeah,
chased us
exactly. I
out
want
of
to do
it.
a bit of scouting.
Okay.
So it's dangerous though, probably with that.
Call that a survey.
Yeah, we'll go with survey. Yeah.
You want to do a survey? Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a pilot check. See if you can get it.
Oh, fuck. No, I'm gonna will it.
What
I
happened?
need to will it. I got a 1 to a 6, but I need to will it.
Okay. Do you want to learn enemy plans or how much tide they're going to push with this round?
Plans.
Okay. You get up that way and you see a whole host of vehicle tracks coming out of NSK's base. Like, could have possibly been at least dozens. There may have even been hundreds of vehicles coming out of there. You wouldn't even believe Chernarus could support that much personnel. But judging from what you're seeing, it does appear that the plan seems to be to push on all these various assets and close you off from utilizing your own assets against them so that they can then make a final push against you. So yeah, the quicker you can lock down individual areas, probably the better off you will do on pushes. But there's nobody there. You are not fired upon. There's no NSK. There's no nothing there. It's a ghost town.
So it moved out of there at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Probably after we raided them. Okay. Do I get to do anything more with?
No, that's you did a survey. You learned enemy plans, so you now know kind of the rough setup right now. It's kind of like a tower defense game at this
Am
point.
I able to relay this information?
Oh, of course you are. You're in your
To
fucking
all
plane.
the,
Yeah. You got a radio.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. Ripley,
Yes.
what you doing?
Trying to figure out what I can do with what LS just told us.
How is
Well,
the
Our
battle
fight
going?
is still going down the tube because we still haven't killed anybody, right?
I've killed quite a few peeps now. I've hit them a number of times now.
Well, I thought you
NATO
kept.
everything.
You failed the last two, though.
No, I failed
so
out of 3 fights. I failed 1, and that was to try and kill their leader.
Oh, okay.
The other 2 times
Okay.
are automatic successes, so I have.
Oh, that's
Combat's
right. That
always
was
going to
on
give you
your-
something. It's just damage you take
Yeah.
in
I
response.
got shot
Okay,
in the
okay.
last
Cool,
time.
cool.
Yeah,
All
the
right.
last-
Open up the front allows you to knock out forces, and so if you successfully win the round and can knock out forces, that will close down fronts. Okay.
All right, I want to do that. I'm going to try and
Okay.
get rid of this 11 to 2.
Okay. You now know where to attack.
Okay.
So yeah. So if you guys win this round, yeah, I'm gonna say you've sorted out where to attack to finish Belota. So
Okay.
so
Come on,
that
Phil.
that being said, it is Phil's turn.
So,
Come on, Phil.
so I want to try this sabotage again. I need to break this
Okay.
group. I'm going to aim at the asshole and try and blow him into smithereens.
Great. Again, it's called shot, so no bonus. Just see if you win.
Cool. I pass. Do I roll against him again? Is he fine to me?
No.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that will negate that.
Is he a big pile of body parts now?
Well, we'll find out if you win the match. You definitely won this round
Yeah, but
with your sabotage. You've negated him helping.
Oh,
so.
okay, so I haven't killed him. I've
Yeah,
just made him.
That's what sabotage is. It negates a +1 bonus.
Yeah, that's
so,
cool. So I
so
haven't
yeah,
killed him. I've
you-
just made him inoperable. Yeah.
Yep. So, Gray,
Yes.
what are you doing? Did you get out of George's helicopter when he landed the militia, or are you still right around the back of the bird?
Can I say that I've moved into the front of the bird now?
To what end?
To the fact that the Merlin, as I remember, has 2 pilot seats in it. And I'm going to assist George in his escapade of piloting the Merlin.
Okay, give me a support.
Oh no.
What happened? Fail?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so that's no push for you.
But yes, I'm still in the bird.
Yes,
you
you
didn't
are.
crit
You're
fail.
still crit fail on a support is what gets you in trouble. Yeah. When you fail a support check, you just don't get
You
don't
just
get it.
didn't do what you wanted to
Support,
do.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why combat you risk yourself, but you always get your push. What do I want to do now? We're gonna do that. And that is a success. All right then. Jim, leadership time.
You can do it,
There you go.
Jim.
I did it.
Oh, you did it. Nice.
Done it?
I did it. Yep.
You did it.
You did it.
Alex, I think we must all say that long periods of silence will frighten us.
12-9. It's alright. In the bag.
Nicely done.
We're all having fun.
Yes, no, that's not that. That's that. So, LongShotz,
Yes.
self-control check.
Incoming stinger.
Yep, incoming stinger.
You shitbags. 5 to 7.
5 to 7. That's trauma. You're under fire. You're someone's trying to shoot you out of the sky.
Yep, that horrible sound.
Yep. So yeah, LongShotz asset is out of the party for this round.
Oh,
Oh yeah, what
So you can
happened
get them in
with
there.
Sasha? Fucking hitting him with
I was
an
gonna
EpiPen.
say, yeah.
What's
we
that?
Hit, we
Sasha
hit
hit
Slinger
him
with
with
that.
an EpiPen.
Okay. Yeah, we'll come back to that then. But yeah, as far as this round goes, you all have 10, they have 10, so your heads up.
Okay.
So nothing changes. Yep. No lockdown yet.
Okay, roger that.
But y'all were close.
Wait, so
success
that
on.
means ours. So we're
Our
still
fight
fighting
is
at.
still.
You're still stuck. Yeah, you're still stuck.
Open.
Yeah. You had a lot of fails that round. That is
Yep.
what it is.
No, I think I'm going to get on the ground and I want to
Okay.
like deploy the fat ass hunting rifle because I've
Okay.
had that for ages. I haven't really used it that much.
Cool.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah, no, makes
you know,
sense, man.
it didn't ever feel like a special hunting rifle because I always use my Dragunov.
Yeah.
But now it's game.
So I'm
So
tracking it out. I'm deploying the war asset.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that thing, I will say, if you come up against Aberrance, is kind of an auto negate if you can keep it going.
Fucking hell, man.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
what I'll do for that to make it a worthwhile war asset.
That's nice.
So
What do I have to roll for this, by the way?
foresight is what I'm gonna make you roll on that one.
Cool.
Gray, what are you doing?
oh yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
Oh god. See, I have a plan,
Just do something good.
and it's probably not a sensible one, so I'm going to ignore my brain. I'm just going to fucking use my marksman skills and shoot out of the helicopter side door now.
Great. Combat. Give me a shoot check.
God.
Something I was a success.
It was a success. All right.
Yes,
So you do
that's
not
what
take
we-
damage. You do not take
shoot
damage.
9 over 3 actually.
Great. Good shooting. And George, what are you doing?
Since Gray's shooting at my helicopter, I just want to strafe the island, like, flying low over the ocean and then just like strafe. Are the baddies in the castle yet, or are we?
Nope. They're still fighting on the beaches. So yeah, that'll be a support roll. Give me a pilot check.
Pilot check incoming. Let's just do it naked. That is
Naked.
a
Why did he take his
7
clothes
to
off?
9, so that failed.
That's a fail. All right. That's a fail then. All right.
This is not going well.
Don't have to take your clothes off though, George.
Jim,
I mean,
leadership?
without any boosts.
Or you want to do something different?
I want to. Is there any way I can help out in Bash? Oh no! Can I just try and deploy the fast?
This is back on the bird, so you need to contact George to either land or something.
You know what? With the way this is written, I'll allow that. It's a persuasion check. You're trying to get George to get his happy ass back down there and listen to you. Give me the roll.
don't be a
And I would love the
wanker.
line if you have the speech.
George, don't be a wanker.
Oh no, my speech, regardless of whether I do well or not, it will be exactly what I just said. It'll be George, don't be a fucking wanker. Come and give me it.
All right, give me the roll, Jim. Let's see what happens.
Oh, I failed.
George does not give a fuck.
Life sucks. I can't do anything. I'm a leader. I've got like fucking charisma. Useless points. I've been beaten up routinely throughout the campaign for not having enough resistance. But no, I had to try and persuade people. It didn't fucking work.
And you're shit.
I'm gonna go rage.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Just get a bit
the
lost
enemy
there.
does that. Your number is 12. Your
That's
enemy's
gonna be
number is 11.
Yeah.
Great success.
So
Great success.
I assume you want to push their forces, yes?
Hell
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, you do that. So yeah, you mop up the last few assholes in below the airfield.
Boom, nice job, Rep.
Nice.
Reminds me of a summer job. I'm so sorry for putting any imagery in anyone's head.
God damn it.
All right, so yeah, so the situation now changed. Belota is now not fucked up. So you guys may attempt to ferment assets at Belota, or you could just steamroll the fuck out of there and head north and
Bash.
NATO lick their
Bash
wounds.
needs help.
You think we should
Shouldn't-
go? I think don't we want assets because then it gives us more push as well.
I think
I mean,
having
assets will give you
NATO
more push.
like on side would be freaking glorious.
I
Okay,
feel like
well,
we could get the remnants of NATO, maybe scrap all them together. There's got to be some tech that hasn't been like destroyed as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
All right,
fighting
well,
shape
yeah.
are they in? That's what we need to figure out.
well, that's what you
Exactly.
and Ripley are going to have to do for this round is ferment
Yep.
your assets.
We're gonna have
Figure
to
it
do
out.
what?
You're
We're
going to
gonna
have to
talk
try
to
and ferment
NATO.
assets. Yeah,
See,
you
get
gotta-
them into fighting shape.
Gotta see if NATO will join you. That's what you guys are going to be doing. So, LongShotz, you're back up in the air, yes?
I am. Yes.
Okay. What do you want to be doing?
I'm clear at the minute. I feel like I'm just clearing sectors of the map.
All right. So, what you doing?
Should do some more surveying.
Okay.
I want to survey up near. Hang on, where have we done?
You're at Northeast Airfield at NSK's base, where you nearly got shot down by somebody with a stinger.
Yeah, I don't want to stay around there.
Okay.
Hmm.
Do you want to get to Bash? Do you want to see what is actually happening at Bash? That might be a good shout.
Where the fuck's Bash again? Bash is
North.
It's over by Northwest Airfield.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I as I head that way? Can I fly by like Devil's Castle sort of thing?
To what end?
Isn't it?
What do you want?
Well, I just want to see if there's anything there.
Devil's Castle. I mean,
I think
Burnt
we've
out,
been there
hulking
before,
ruin.
haven't we? Yeah, we.
yeah, y'all fucked it up
actually.
twice actually.
Can't remember. We surveyed Black Mountain before.
What are you trying to find? An asset or something?
If you're wanting to survey, Bash will be
surveyors.
fine. LS.
Okay. Okay.
That will be fine. Okay, you're doing that. Scalisti team, y'all want to start trying to lock down the island, or what are you guys doing down there?
Me.
Yeah,
You, George, and Gray.
They are all at Celesti.
Well, I can't fucking deploy my fucking war assets. I feel like I'm just sat here like a lemon.
I mean, you
I
brought
want
the
to
rest of you.
sabotage some sh-
Okay, you can sabotage. Yeah, what do you...
What's going on you know? So we've like blown up a shit ton of the pirate armada.
Yeah, you've actually successfully sabotaged the pirate navy, so that asset's actually gone. So you could try and open a front and hopefully allow your group to work together to win Scalisti Island now, or you could just go straight combat and try and lock down Scalisti.
No, I want to do the first thing. I want to try and direct it so we just like bam another battle.
Yeah, sure. Gray, what would you like to be doing?
Nipped after full bloom.
I feel honestly like a hostage at this point because George is flying around endlessly and not doing anything without not listening to anybody.
I mean,
I am
George is
being
helping.
very, very,
Pretty
very
awful.
effective.
He'll
Can
probably put
I?
down.
Is there some sort of survey thing to see if to possibly see if there's something we're all missing in the heat of battle?
I mean, you can always survey to try and get some more info. That's always an option.
Right, let's go.
Okay. George, what are you doing? Dare I ask?
So we've like, almost taking Scalisty. How do I take it more?
So what you have to do is you'll have to do an open front so you guys can actually push on the force meter, and then you have to win a round. So basically, you just need to do something to help win the round.
Okay.
So, yeah, again, support or combat are the easiest ways for you to push the tide.
So is Adam still sitting in my heli shooting shit?
He is now looking around. He's not actually shooting. He's just looking
Okay,
around.
that's lame.
Yeah.
Can I, do some more strafing?
Sure.
Dive bombing castles and shit, just to
Yeah.
keep on my edge.
That'll just be another support check. It's at a -2 because you're doing
Negative
a pilot check. -2.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
It's impossible for me to win because I rolled a 10 on the red, so it's pointless, isn't it?
You can crit succeed.
I did not.
Okay. All right, great. I need an awareness check.
Okay. Awareness is +2. That gives me excellent 8/4.
8/4. All right. So what would you like to get out of this? Would you like to know how much tide they're going to push with this round, or would you like to maybe have a better understanding of what the battlefield strategy is? What their
I feel
plans
like the fearless leader would prefer to know the battlefield strategy.
Okay. So what you can tell, since you've yet to encounter anything further from NSK other than the pirate navy here, he's clearly not going to be diverting assets to come support these things. It's almost like a multi-strike feint.
Oh, it's a distraction.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Right, so in this case, we should just be grabbing Desh and whoever we can, getting in the bird and getting the fuck out of here then.
That is that is a potentiality.
It's true. We don't really care about any.
Well, there's nothing here for us. We need to just, fuck this. Oh,
We
Jesus,
just care
George.
about Desh, so why don't we just get everything?
We have a
Uh,
Norfolk that's not going to listen to us.
Can someone try and persuade George, or can George just maybe have a change of heart and get being headstrong?
He got a will point for it, Jim. He's doing his job. He's playing the character right.
I could be persuaded by a persuade check.
I'm saying,
That's fair. You could be.
Can I do a persuade?
Maybe.
Can I do another persuade check?
Yeah, when I get to you. Yeah.
I mean,
We'll just do it now. Fuck it. Yeah.
I should probably be the one doing it, considering I'm in the helicopter. I can
Nope,
forcefully do
you've
it
already
all.
gone. You've done your thing.
Okay, fair enough. I was just thinking.
Can I
You did a
resist?
survey. Jim is doing leadership stuff, so go ahead, Jim.
I'm gonna roll
Persuasion.
it, 'cause I've-
Can I resist as well, or should I?
You will resist.
Yeah, cool.
Stop
So-
saying yes.
Just because it's George, I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna do the same speech again. Whether
Okay.
it's good or
What'd you
bad.
roll, brother?
Wait, I need to say it first. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
alright. George.
Yeah.
His name is Norfolk.
Norfolk. Norfolk. Sorry, I still don't know. Yeah, I know your name really well. I dream
Yes,
about
boss.
you. So this is like the moment, okay? This is what the whole time we've been rolling together, making all that dollar, trying to stitch this little fractured world back together. This is the fucking moment that we're supposed to all be coming together. We've already been wankers to each other lots of times. Ask fucking Spygon. I literally sold him to the wolves and had no idea of the intensity of the action. We've already done all of that. This is the time we've got to come together as a fucking unit to defeat the biggest cunt who's ever existed.
Can you just always succeed?
I passed!
Because that's
I
hilarious.
passed!
What is it? What'd you roll?
Not by many. Not by many. Is it with
What is it?
with bonuses, right?
Yeah, it's with
it's with
bonuses.
So it's my
Persuasion.
persuasion 4. So I get a 9
9 over.
Over.
over 6.
Okay. George,
Uh-huh.
roll sensitivity, I guess.
Yep.
Sensitivity. Oh my god.
I'm
no.
going for a +1. I get a 10 over 4.
He fucking wins.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Oh my
A 9
god.
over 4.
The fight goes
I
on.
take out.
Literally,
I
to take
jump
this-
off a cliff. I jump off a cliff into the sharp rocks below and end my life.
literally, what is happening? What is happening right now is we're in the middle of a war. I decided to stay in the fucking Merlin, and George is giving an air show to the people on the island and not listening to anybody to stop.
Well, look, no, the funniest thing is we've got our best talker getting repeatedly beaten by our worst talker.
No. What's funny is he has failed every other fucking rule in this game except for these rolls.
Yeah, George is doing everything.
I got a crit success last time. This is going so well. This is my second best roll of the game.
Stop, literally, we're going to
But
lose.
when it actually matters for the fight,
Right, moving on. Spygon, you have
Yeah.
assets to determine, don't you?
Yeah, I want to talk to NATO. So yeah, I want to report him with NATO and like go, hey,
Okay.
you guys like ready to fight? It's go time.
You got sensitivity?
I thought
Sensitivity?
I was wait,
Yeah,
I thought
sensitivity.
I was rolling for
Sensitivity's
straight.
against lies, isn't it?
Sensitivity is understanding something like that's not just outwardly out there.
No, I do not have. I've got networking, I've got persuasion, I've got deception, I've got intimidation, I've got every other charisma stacking skill.
That doesn't surprise me that Spygon can't really read subtle social cues of body language of people. All right, just awareness then. We'll go with that.
Yes, awareness is good. So that's a success.
Okay. So from what you can see, they have one of the Venoms, and there's maybe 3 dudes left.
3?
Yeah, they're bad shape.
How did we not notice that?
I don't know. You're too busy staring down a gun sight trying to blow away some random fucking Russians, weren't you?
Okay.
Wait, there's only 3 NATO guys left?
Yeah. So basically, what you can get, what you can ferment out of this is you can get a helicopter. You can get yourself a Venom.
It is. Oh, what's his face? Who was the leader of NATO? Like
Poncho?
Is he still alive, or did he buy
Nope.
it?
He's gone.
Okay, no loss.
God,
Like, yeah, he was a bit of a douche.
Wait, Jay. Are
Yeah.
the remaining guys fit to be a helicopter?
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. That's the asset
That's
you
what
can
it
have
is.
out of that.
Cool.
So
That's sick.
yeah,
That's so
so
good.
you can activate that asset.
Yeah, we want to get the NATO guys up.
Well, that either Ripley or you could do it next turn. But you've done your thing. You've marinated your asset. Now you have it. Now you need to
all
activate it. if
cooked.
you want it.
Now it just needs
So
to come
I'm
out.
activating. What do I roll for that?
Persuasion.
Gotta persuade them
Persuasion.
to fight.
Okay,
It's
so
fine.
that's
Help.
yeah.
We don't really need an extra helicopter. Like you've got me.
6-6.
What
We
more
need
could you
it.
possibly?
What,
Crit
flying around?
success.
Is that
Nice.
okay? I was like, is that a crit fail or crit success?
It's
So-
success.
Okay.
Evens are
Okay.
successes.
They're
All right,
ready
Rip.
to go.
So yeah, nope. Fucking A. Yeah, they've already got the bird spooling before you even finish your
See,
sentence.
George, that's how you fucking fly.
So Rip,
Okay.
you may either have that asset remain at a high level for an extra round, or you may have another maneuver. What would you like?
So that means high level means I get a +2 both, or we get a +2
Two
both
for having
rounds.
them active.
Yes,
yeah.
that's correct.
Yeah, I wanna
or you
do
can
that.
have another thing right now this round.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the +2 for both
Okay.
rounds.
All right, you've got it. So LongShotz.
Yes.
Yes. So, you're surveying, yes? You're over Bash.
Yeah.
All right. Give me an awareness check. See what you can see.
Six two.
Okay. What would you like to learn? You want to know plans, how much they're going to push with, or a hidden asset?
Hidden asset.
Hidden asset. All right. Yeah. Outside of Bash, you actually see what appears to be an elaborate military-style radar array, with a small caravan sitting next to it, with a shit ton of air conditioning units sitting outside of it.
Huh?
Come on. Do some.
Is that too subtle for you, LS?
Come on, man.
What needs a lot of air conditioning and is electronics,
And
right?
you would have attached to a
Cthulhu.
radar.
Yeah.
They've got Cthulhu under there. That's the.
It's a server farm. That's where LS is doing all of his cyber warfare.
LS,
God,
NSK.
Well, I want to.
Awesome.
Oh, I can't do anything now, can I?
No, you've learned it.
But
You
you
know it's
know where
there.
it
You-
is.
you discovered-
Damn it.
Yeah, now you know where it is. Yeah.
Can we
Bomb
just
it.
artillery it and be done with it?
Well,
Yeah,
we
kill
Do
need
you have artillery as an asset, Jim?
Yeah.
Ah, no, I've
Honest.
got a great idea. No,
No,
I've
you're
got a
fine.
great
Yeah,
idea.
yeah,
I'm gonna save it for next round.
Nice.
All right. So that's
Why
that.
don't we just scramble the fighters?
Well, why don't we just take out the air conditioning unit and let it all overheat?
Smart.
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 God.
Anyway, Jim, what are you doing?
God.
Instead of,
Anyways.
fighting George?
So Jim, it's leadership time. What do you want to do? You want to command? What do you want to do for your command? Do you want a leader? Or do you want to do something else with it?
Well, I'm not going to try and fucking do anything.
Damn it, Jeb.
I can tell you that much. I want to. Oh, I want to create a front. I haven't created a front, have I? Did I do that last time? I wanted to.
No, because you were trying to talk George into
George.
listening to you.
So you
Oh,
get your
yeah, can I
sniper
instead-
rifle. Yeah.
Oh. But is that because George is flying around with the militia?
No,
No, the militia's on the ground with you. You're all on the ground.
You were trying to get your hunting rifle up, but it's in the back of the.
No, he was trying to get George to listen so you could pack up Desh and just leave the island.
Oh, yeah, that was
because
the
Gray
second
pointed out
attempt.
that like
Okay.
these guys don't matter.
Yeah.
NSK is swinging everywhere at us, trying to spread us out.
I have other plans.
Great. So Jim,
George's
you can
NSK
feint to
confirmed.
get the enemy to commit to another front. That's about the closest for that. But yeah, you can't actually split the ladder this round.
Can I just combat?
No, Jim. This is your command round, so you can roll
Oh,
leadership
command
for your +1, or you can use one of your other charisma skills for all that extra stuff I gave you. So yeah, do you want just your +1, or would you like something else?
Okay, I want to try and contact lost forces. I feel like we've got a lot of lost forces.
All right, great. So yeah, I mean that's an auto win for you. So with that, give me the roll. Still give me a roll.
Sure. Oh, I actually do really well. It's just native, but 8/2.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, no, that's great. So with an 8/2, yeah, you can actually reestablish contact with the underground from Bash. So you now
Oh,
have
nice.
access to them to direct them into combat and potentially get an
Nice.
asset with them. So
Perfect.
yeah,
Cool.
you got that now.
Great.
All right. So let's do some maths. You guys are at 11. The enemy is at 13. So you're
Ooh.
pushed down to. As you all get a radio call that Green Mountain is currently being shelled.
Thought that would eventually happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I gave you all plenty of time to get your shit sorted.
Yeah, I know.
Alrighty,
Still
Rube.
okay.
So
To locate where the fuck this shelling's because that's an asset we could absolutely.
look at what, Jim?
Wherever the shelling's coming from.
Yeah.
Well, my
Yeah,
my
that's the war
guess is
asset
it's
we got
most likely
destroyed, right?
my guess is most likely the people from Starry have moved down.
What?
It's a guess.
Well-
New round. Any new orders, Jim, or is it just keep on keeping on?
Keep on keeping on, troop.
All right.
George, play well with others.
I can make no guarantees.
Oh,
All right. Well, Jim, your first step out of the gate. You want to multitask?
yeah, I mean, how do I push with the Bash Underground? Because that's what I want to focus on.
Okay. That would be a persuasion check, or no, leadership check. I'll give you a leadership check to activate them
Sure.
as an asset. Yeah. So
That's
yeah,
what I want to try and do.
cool. What exactly do you want them doing?
So Bash is currently occupied, essentially. No.
Yeah, by vectors.
Oh shit. So we want to liberate them as a fucking force. How the if anything, we need some sort of extraction force.
Well, they were pushed out of Bash from what you last saw of them. So, yeah, you're kind of
Okay.
free to direct them somewhere to start. Remember,
So-
they're not really soldiers. They're not like Sasha's militias, so they're not great fighters, but they're great saboteurs. So you can send them to go fuck with shit.
They might be great to go behind enemy lines at the front we're fighting. The island, sorry.
Oh, you want to call them down to Scalisti?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, that's miles away from Bash.
It's quite a ways. It's quite a ways from Bash.
Also, I think-
more geographically.
LongShotz, you want to chime in here?
Could someone?
Huh?
Well, you're at Bash. You found
Yeah.
something
Say.
important at Bash that people
Yeah.
seem to be forgetting about.
Yeah.
I
That
haven't.
saboteurs would be great. Psyops array.
I'm absolutely certain. What's a
Okay.
psyop? Sorry.
Yeah,
Cyber operations.
Yeah, that's where NSK's been fucking with y'all's communications and
Oh my
morale.
God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Send them. They're going.
Okay.
Roll.
Yeah, you do. You gotta give me a leadership check. Get them to do what you want.
As you've seen, in case you. Oh, I get 10 over.
10 over 2? Yeah, that will definitely do it. All right. They are on their way. So, next up would be LS. What do you want to do?
Out of interest, do they activate? The new bonuses activate the next turn.
No,
Yeah,
you got it
okay.
now. No, you activated them. You got a +2 right now for them.
So hang on, have they sabotaged it? Are they still in there at the minute?
They're heading in. Jim has given the order, so they're on their way. They're gonna go fuck with it.
Damn
Yeah.
it, Jim, I was just gonna blow up the goddamn aircon units.
Well, now you're free to go
but
do
let
something else,
and
LS.
then let it
Yeah,
go.
your job's gonna get done, man.
Aw,
Unless you want to go in with them. If there's someone there, you could try and interrogate them. That could be.
or going on the ground. Oh god, that
Yeah.
seems like probably an awful idea.
Do it.
Yeah, fuck it, why not? Land nearby and going with the sabotage team, and
All right.
I might be able to extract more data.
Does that give?
From the
That'll be a support roll, LS.
sabotage and-
You could go either intimidation or sensitivity.
or in terms of who am I intimidating or
Whoever you
Sensitize.
catch, like you said,
Yeah.
you wanna
Okay.
go get more answers,
well yeah, oh well, either way.
or did you mean you want to intimidate the server?
Yes.
Okay,
That's what I
computer
meant.
check. Computer check then.
Cunt.
Does that fail?
5'10", yeah.
All right. Next up, that is Ripley.
We are heading back to Green Mountain to help out with the attack there. Yes, Bill?
I don't know
Are they-
what
are
we
they just
can
being
do
shelled?
to stop shelling at Green Mountain except be shelled with them.
Apart from find out where the shelling's coming from.
Well,
That would be
yeah,
a survey
we
to
could
try and
find
determine
out.
where a hidden asset
Okay.
is.
All right, I'm surveying.
That's
Is
an
that a
awareness.
just- okay, I was like, is that just a straight up roll or
It could be foresight.
awareness? Awareness, and that is 11-9.
11-9. Okay. So that would be a 9-9. You just rolled?
12-9. I have 10-9, so.
Okay. You
My bad. 12-9.
Yeah.
I
Just say it,
can't add. I'm
just- that's
tired.
No, that's not right.
right.
It's like you said, it's a +2. That's all right.
So I'm gonna
So,
roll intimidation to allow George to let me take control of the stick.
actually, I'm going to let George go first and let him have his own agency here before you guys need to deal with him. So,
Okay,
George,
that's
what
fair.
would you like to be doing at this point?
I would just like to resist whatever they're doing, so I'm happy to let them go first.
All right. Very well.
I
then.
think my only thing is to disobey. So
Right,
All right,
okay.
cool. All right. So, Great.
You
You want to-
uncooperative arsehole.
you want to take control of the helicopter.
Yeah.
Why? To
Because
what end?
George isn't responding.
Because you're
George
buying
is
an
being-
Ursula property.
George sees what he sees, and he feels like this is the way. This is what is helpful.
Yeah. George sees Ace Combat style rings in the air. and
He's
just flying through it
actually
with no
being just
objective.
he's actually just a wanker.
All right.
Yeah, that's yes.
So great. What were you wanting to roll to get control of the bird?
I would say intimidation. Would that
Okay.
be a roll that would do that? Or a piloting
Um,
check to sort of outskill him? I don't know. I don't think that's how dual piloting works in an aircraft, so I'll probably be intimidation.
What are we gonna call this?
I can shoot him.
No,
That'd be
that's
awesome.
that's not a
We are
thing.
not shooting our own.
We're getting close to it. We're getting
I
close.
said yes.
We're getting there, yeah. We're definitely getting there, but we're not there yet.
I'm gonna call this open up front. I'm gonna call it open up front. All right, give me
Right,
the
so
roll.
what does that mean?
You're getting what you want, but I need to determine a mechanical thing to sell this as. So yeah, I'm gonna call this open up front. And so basically, what you're trying to do is get everybody moving off Skilisti back towards Green Mountain, where you actually want to be fighting.
Right, so I'm like the key figure in this power play at this point.
We'll see.
Jesus.
We'll see. Jim's still, I think, might have a role to play here. So
Right, that's a 10/7.
okay, George, you may resist.
I may resist, indeed. So resistance is its own thing, isn't it? So I'll be going for that.
Resistance is futile, George. That's what you need to be
Or
thinking
do I,
of.
or do I roll sensitivity?
Sensitivity. It's a charisma. Yeah, it's charisma
Oh, okay,
resistance.
cool.
Yeah, sorry, it's not actual resistance.
Okay, cool. So
George, what is your sensitivity bonus?
1.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
it's only one. Yet he
But he
is
keeps
crushing.
rolling.
He's just
Because it's
destroying
George.
everybody.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna roll it and we'll see.
Yeah.
Oh fuck me, 8/1. Jesus, or 9/1.
Stop being a WNC, George! Stop it!
Who was our worst enemy in the finale? George.
I am so
That's
close
awesome.
to shooting you.
I'm gonna try again.
This is
I'm gonna use my
crazy now.
turn.
We
When it
have
comes back to me,
lose
Come on, Jim.
more.
All right,
No,
Jim,
no,
no,
when it
it's
comes
you,
up-
Jim.
Jim,
You-
now
I'm
is
doing
the
it, I'm
time.
gonna try and persuade you.
Okay.
Let's go, Jim.
I'm not gonna bother with leadership because you don't fucking listen to authority, you bastard.
Sorry.
That's
What are you
alright.
using, Jim? Using intimidation? Using persuasion? Like deception?
No, I'm trying to persuade him.
Okay, gonna persuade. Cool. Give me the roll.
George, please listen to your senses. Please, people are dying, man. Oh, okay, all right. I've got 9/2.
9
Oh,
over 2.
that's not a bad
Nice.
success.
All
Don't
right.
fucking crit
George?
succeed, George, you wanker.
I can't beat 9/2. Surely I can't.
Crit
beat that.
success.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
he's
no,
gonna crit.
hey, it's fine. I crit failed. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Back on board.
Ah,
it was worth the final crack, thank
Oh
God.
my god.
I am back.
Oh,
I've returned to
And feel
following
bad about it
sensible
as well,
orders.
apparently.
I don't know what to do with that crit fail, so you're gonna get a gimme on this one, I guess.
Can I
Burned
just
it.
slap him in the face?
No, you may not. All
Jim
right.
persuaded him back to the table.
So
I'm
you
loyal
now have
member
a
of
front
PSA.
opened. The Merlin is coming down. You guys are bundling up Desh and your militiamen, and you are leaving Skalistia. Is that the plan?
It
Can
is
someone
whatever
scavenge
Jim
it? But
says.
yes, absolutely, yes, that's the plan.
All right, cool. What were you wanting, Jim? You wanted what?
Scavenge
Just
what?
because I don't know if there's any assets.
Well, any loot or,
like
like-
blown up or anything.
Well, no.
Nah.
That's what my role earlier was to say. Look, there's actually really nothing here. It's just
Yeah.
people.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
I get you.
It's just
Alright,
people
yeah, yeah.
being a nuisance.
All right, so you guys can now split the track. You can push whichever one you want to push on, depending on what you guys win by. So,
Cool.
but that being said, you burned two rolls for it. So LongShotz.
I think it's honestly worth it.
Well, I've tried to hack into the mainframe and fucking failed miserably.
You can try again. Just be at a negative
Oh,
two.
can I?
Yeah, you can go again. Yeah,
Insert a -2.
it's at a negative two, but yeah, go for it.
My roll is at a -2.
That's correct.
Yeah, go on then. We go to Norwich, we go again. And it doesn't matter because it's 10-5 with the -2.
All right.
nice.
So that is the PsyOps asset gone. Good job.
How do you look at it? Perfect.
Successful sabotage.
Sweet.
Ripley.
Yes.
Didn't Rip look for how did that survey go? That Rip did.
Oh yeah, we
She
did
passed.
do that before we
Yeah,
did.
and
Yeah.
I passed it.
Yes, you did.
Passed it, yeah.
I mean, the Green Mountains, the reason you chose it because it dominates the terrain all around you. The next best thing would probably be Kustreak. This is the
What?
mountain to the southeast of Green Mountain.
So the waters are at the mountain. Is that what you're
What I said.
confirming? Okay,
I'm
cool.
confirming. Yeah, I'm confirming as much as you can have a confirmation. That's your best guess without actually getting there. But yeah, that looks like the obvious point.
Roger that.
So yeah,
Is where the mortars are probably at. So
Yep.
we're going to go there and check it out.
okay. So
So I am driving.
I assume Phil, you now want to roll your sabotage check of blasting out the top of that mountain.
Yes. Actually, I thought you read my mind, but I don't think you did. Can I hit it with the Hellfire?
Oh my
That
god, is it
won't
happening?
But
negate
don't
it.
you want
That's
to make
activating
sure
another
they're there
asset.
first?
But you may activate that asset, yeah, and strike
Yeah.
the mountain. I did a networking from you, Phil.
A networking. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So roll.
On grid coordinates.
That is a success.
All right. Done.
What would be the bonus if I used a will to crit success?
Same as it's always been. You can either prolong that success for another round, or you can get another maneuver.
Would I be able to get another maneuver and drop the missile?
What does that mean?
So I've used it to set it up. It's like I've got in communication, relayed grid cords.
Yeah.
If I get another maneuver, can I tell them to fire?
To what end, Phil? Mechanically, what are you asking me for here?
Do sabotage this?
Okay, yes, you may.
Sorry.
That's another maneuver. It's a sabotage.
Yeah, that's what I was just confirming. Sorry, I didn't explain it very
No,
well.
it's cool. Yeah. So that's what you want?
Yeah.
All right, that's another networking.
Let's roll networking, please, 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 please. And that's a pass. Freaking hell, close.
All right. So that negates that. You've done it. So next up will be TheNorfolk. So
Oh, hey, yo.
you have now been convinced to do things. What would you like to do now? You now have a helicopter
You've been-
loaded with salty people. And,
You've been tamed.
Spaniards. So, what would you like to do with them?
Jim, where am I going?
Oh god, I actually have to do something. I
Yeah,
want you to
now
open
you-
a front somewhere. I want you
Yeah,
to take that fucking militia and open a front somewhere. What are we doing?
Green
should I take?
Mountain
I mean-
would probably be your best shout because
I'm gonna.
We don't
that
really
would
have-
be the,
we
the
don't-
ideal choice. But you also know Clan was under attack. But again, Sassy's pretty much sorted out. This is a huge, complicated feint.
Yeah,
They're-
yeah, yeah.
they're
I'm
gonna-
up for. I'm up for beelining it for Green
I
Mountain.
guess that's not necessarily setting a new front. I guess just I want you to head over there anyway.
I count mechanically. That's fine, guys. Like
I
we
guess
don't need to get into
mechanically we
semantics.
want like a counter push, right? Like,
But we don't know where to counter push.
Green Mountain.
well,
Okay,
we're all good.
piloting
Mountain,
check.
do it.
Piloting check.
Just get back to Green Mountain.
I'm gonna add a +1 to my thing.
Okay.
To give me a +2 fucking. Crit success anyway. Fuck it.
Ooh.
All right. You can either get double points or you can get a second maneuver. What would you like?
Is there any other second maneuver that I could possibly get me to Green Mountain in a better, more emphatic?
What you've done is support. So you've gotten everybody a +1 on the tide.
So you can either double it.
So you can double that for a +2, or you can have another thing.
No, I'm up for just doing what I'm doing really well. So
Okay, great.
I'm
Yeah,
doubling
you
it.
got a +2 then. Good
Yeah.
job.
happy
You
days.
definitely come into Green Mountain in style.
Yeah.
That being said, that's all of you. And what a sight as the Merlin comes screaming in over the hilltops and the Vodnik comes charging over the mountainside, just as you see a moving carpet of black push out of the tree lines from Pulkova.
Oh, fuck my
Here it
life.
comes.
Come.
Are
It's
all of our
here.
loved ones in? Green
Yes.
Mountain?
Yeah,
Correct.
everything's in Green
And
Mountain.
Starry, and now the Spaniards, yeah.
Everybody's at Green Mountain.
Got everybody but the Bashies and the clans there. Jim, leadership check, I assume? Yes?
Yes,
All right, give me a roll.
I pass. 14
All right.
over 9.
He passes. He gets so that's a +1. All right. Your total for this round is 17.
Fuck.
Your opponents 12.
Yes.
+5.
What would
Jesus.
you like to do with your +5? Since you've opened a front, you may push any of the tracks. You can push over multiple tracks, or you could just shove that.
Well, I think
right
we
down
just
in-
want
in
to
a space
shove.
throw. You
Yeah, I
want
think
to
Well, I
Well,
think
shove
we
objectives,
go hard.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're trying to cut the more stuff that we push back and negate and sabotage that like we can
All right.
just do
So,
it.
which one do you want to do? The objectives or the forces? Your objective is currently pushed towards you. All right. So what that means is you will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You will be 2 points away from victory if you push objectives. If you push forces, you will be 1 point away from forces, but you must successfully open a front in order to win that way.
I think we might just go for forces. I don't know. I do want to go for objectives, but forces also seems like we're doing really well at the moment. They're going to lose more and
so
more.
yeah. So mechanically, forces are technically easier because you only need to win by 1 against NSK, but you have to successfully open a front. If you don't do that, you can't push it. So your points will go into objectives.
Are we allowed to? Is the front with the zombies coming out at Green Mountain now?
Mechanically, I'll allow you guys to call open a fronts and like
because I think
we'll
us
figure it out
reacting,
narratively how it works.
us going out and attacking rather than waiting to be attacked is still kind of opening a front. If you get what I mean.
Yes, I concur with that assessment. So is that what you?
So that's what I want to do essentially.
That's what you want. Okay, Jim, it's done.
Is there one that like means that all our loved ones don't die?
Yeah,
Well,
Or is it
preventing the
kind of
zombies
more
getting
like-
in.
would be a good shout.
Yeah.
We just have to go reactively at the moment. The biggest threat is like shelling and the
Well,
zombies.
the shelling might be silenced now
That's true. Might be.
because I did
Oh,
drop
they've
a
got a
Hellfire
black
missile
sword
on them.
coming.
You did do
Yeah.
that. So now that I'm resetting everything, all right, here we go. New round, people.
I think forces make sense narratively as well because we want to take down all of this fucking crazy zombie army, which is like a
Yeah.
huge part of their forces.
Well, you receive radio transmissions that that Bash has been secured. The vectors were contained, and Bash is now on fire. LS sends you a video feed of it. So yeah, you've dealt with that.
Oh, fucking hell.
Good job.
You all
I'm not really
see
sure what we
a
did.
tower of smoke rise up from the southeast, all of a sudden. And Desh
Uh-oh.
kind of lights a Cuban in the back of your helicopter and just kind
Oh,
of
cool.
shakes
What
his
did
head.
Dash do?
He
Well-
lost Zaliska.
He lost Scalisti, but nobody took Scalisti either.
Oh, he made sure.
They
Fucking
had
hell.
it booby trapped.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
And yeah, no. The mortar fire, weirdly enough, ceases utterly and completely as the top of Kustreak Mountain is inverted into an inactive dome volcano by the force of the strike that is dropped on it. So yeah,
Nice.
Well,
They were shelling Green Mountain. What did they think was going to happen?
well, they thought you were going to die.
They apparently thought wrong, but let's
Yeah.
see.
Uh-huh.
You drop
well,
shot.
yeah,
let's
off of
not
your
count our chickens yet.
off of your 9 o'clock, George, you see Venom come screaming in out of nowhere with red tracers and Hydra rockets blaring out from its belly.
Do I still? Okay.
So you're all here, and so is he.
Okay.
Oh my
As
god.
all of a sudden, all of your transmissions, one last like meme.
Cyber hack.
Yeah, one last cyber hack comes through before the array goes down, and he loses his domination of the array. So yeah,
What's the last meme?
you're in the in game.
Whoa, what's the last meme?
It's the angry panda in the office as it's smashing everything.
Okay, great. Thank
So?
you. I needed that.
So Gray, you're first on the list. What would you like to do?
Right. The thing that I wanted to do with George, but since he was a
Hit
fucking
him?
disobedient bastard, didn't seem to work out.
Uh-huh.
The main thing I want to do right now is get in my plane, but I don't think it works right now.
Nope, that's activate a war asset. You could parachute out of the fucking Merlin and get in your bird.
Right.
I can drop you
Okay.
over it.
So
That's part
I
of
need a
what
pilot
I do.
check to activate it.
Okay.
Let's not
Yeah, let's
do
go.
what we did last time. 3 rounds at Green Mountain, not being able to fly.
That is a success. A
Nicely
strong
done.
success as well.
All right, he's done it. Next up will be Jim. Jim, what would you like to do to contribute to this? Remember, you will need a front opened by somebody. You don't have to do it, Jim. Someone else can do it. But if you want to give me a leadership check to basically order all of your forces to rally to you and charge headlong at a wave of aberrant controlled casualties, like I'll call that an open a front.
So the only like big threats at the moment that we're aware of, at least, are the big ass venom and the huge crowd of zombies and the aberrant coming.
Yep.
From Pogorevka kind of way.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I absolutely want to focus on Pogorevka, and yeah, I want to do the leadership and just rally
Alright,
everyone to me.
give me your
essentially.
speech, brother.
My brothers, it has been a hard and bloody battle today. Okay, we've spilt blood. There's fucking oil and gasoline everywhere. There's explosions. You know, we've seen things that we could never even have nightmares about. You know, it's just it's been an intense sort of day, but a new dawn will rise. Those dreams that we hold dear, those ones that you have the night before an enormous battle, those are the ones we have to hold dear and pursue, and that's what we're gonna fucking do now. We're gonna castrate this bastard and send him back to wherever he came from, which is hell.
Well
Now I have to do a roll and find out.
How'd you roll?
Suck. Go ahead. I just passed. Thank God I got +4.
Oh god, I was kind of
Alright.
hoping you failed that you were telling that to a tree.
Look, someone normally writes my speeches. All right. What was I
All right, well done. LongShotz.
Oh,
I should have just stolen Aragorn's speech.
Nice. You can come back down and join the big giant last battle.
yeah.
Do that. It'll be like Avengers.
Yeah. Can I... So with the mounted machine guns,
Uh-huh.
I can use them from the pilot seat, right? They're not like
Yeah.
manned ones that...
No. It's a
Yeah.
You
Let's
got a
get that
gunship.
thing up in the air. Well, I was just making sure I didn't have to basically kamikaze it as an act of...
I mean, you could do that for an automatic +2.
And be dead.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
don't do that.
No,
I'd
Please
advise
don't do
against that.
Doesn't seem like a good idea when we're gonna win.
Yeah. When you're winning, like kamikaze is a bit.
They expect 3 bodies amongst the rubble. brother.
All right, give me a pilot check, kid. Get your asset back in there.
Oh god.
What's he done?
I literally just passed. It was 3-1 with my bonus.
Jesus.
Nice. All right. So that's LS. Ripley, what are you doing?
Well, we just came charging up on the mountain,
Yeah.
and Phil already wiped out the mortars, so I think we're just I'm just driving toward the
Okay. Support. Give me a draft check.
army.
Use the
of-
cannons. Can the
army,
cannons take out a
He's
venom?
gonna shoot everybody with the cannon, and I'm gonna just drive at him.
Give me the roll.
Rolling.
Yeah, but you're giving support physically and emotionally.
And
Physically by driving the car, I
me.
mean.
Yeah, exactly. It's like my cannon wouldn't be great if I'm not moving.
So that was a
But
fail.
I've got a bigger.
So
Okay.
I'm going to will it. That's my last one.
Okay.
Do it.
All right. Done. Phil.
Can I see the aberrant?
Combat. Huh?
Can I see the aberrant?
That'll be a survey.
Okay, let's survey this bitch.
Okay.
What am I rolling on? Survey or wetness? Or
Yeah, awareness.
wetness? Cool. I crit fell.
Oh, better even yet.
I am blind. My eyes fall out.
9-9, you say?
9-9.
Okay.
That is not good.
Well, you
Yeah.
fucked that up.
I
yeah.
did say that like I haven't rolled a crit success or crit fail with these dice yet, and here it is.
Well.
It had to come at some point,
Yeah,
Came at the
you
worst
do
time.
see her, Phil,
and I am terrified.
and yet somehow it's almost like through even across the kilometer between that separates you two, she knows it, and she looks at you through
Well,
your weapon's optic.
Well, the last time we were eye to eye, we've been to eye to eye before. So
Yeah.
this is bringing back horrible nightmares from our first
Oh.
mission. It all goes round in a nice circle.
It's worse
Oh,
than you
isn't it
know,
lovely?
Phil. Your shouts dissuade the entire army. Your morale drops like a stone.
God damn it.
Everybody's rolling at -2 for the rest of this thing because your morale has dropped to even with your objectives since you left it there.
What the fuck?
Yup.
What's the option that I can do to support our morale? There's
That's an
something I can do,
intimidation
right?
check from you, Jim.
You
I'm
need to
trying to
fucking-
intimidate the demon zombie.
No, you're trying to intimidate the people to fucking ignore the Spygon and carry on as normal.
Oh, hell yeah! No, I'll try. Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes way
basically.
more sense. No, wait, that's a way better idea. 'Cause I don't want to stare down some zombie queen.
Because otherwise your army will break and you guys will lose.
Can I roll for that now?
We're
Am
gonna
I?
lose the whole thing.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
up in the
Am I
balance.
skipping
That's-
queue?
as I read the rules, yeah,
It's in the
That's-
balance.
that's how that works. George is all that's left between you guys and Jim's check. George,
Don't fuck it up, mate.
what
Crit
you
fail.
doing, mate?
So I've got a whole little cohort of troops in my base in my heli.
You do?
Could I do another stupid strafe like Navy style
Yeah,
Um,
combat check.
on these
And
guys?
kill her.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to target her?
I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to target her or the black cloud of doom that's traveling towards
With
Green
her.
Are we at
Yeah,
a case of
like,
kind
So
of
if you
shambles
attack
here?
her, it's a flat roll with the -2 from your morale issues.
Mhm.
If you don't have a
From
negative
Game
from
of
that,
Thrones.
it's just if Jim fails his check, you guys lose.
If she,
Oh,
What, lose altogether?
Yeah,
Uh,
your morale
someone
breaks.
can buff.
Yes.
Someone can buff my roll as well.
can I
Yeah,
buff his roll?
that's actually
Yeah.
what you could do right now.
Yeah, George.
please.
Yeah.
George.
I'm not even joking. My
I
heart
would
rate
like to
just
do that.
doubled.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna do
Oh,
that, please.
shit.
George sends me an uplifting GIF via UD Specs.
It's a dick. pic.
I will actually, George, I will do you this one. I will do you the solid. I will let you combine all this. I will let you be the rally point of BSA,
You
despite
can do
your
it, dude. Yeah.
normal pissy attitude and general problem-causing nature.
Just being a
You know,
wanker in
you
general.
still were the one who spent an entire day sitting outside of 04V's base ranging so they could never come out in peace.
That is true.
This is your moment as
That
you
is
hover
true.
above the whole horde like a bulwark, blasting RPGs out the side of your beloved helicopter, trying to rally everyone with you.
Yeah, a big old like wall of fire.
I mean, that's a great
Give me a
narrative.
pilot
Go for
check.
That
that.
is a great
Give me
narrative.
the
Don't
pilot
fuck
check.
this
I will
up.
let you have this moment, George.
Come on, George.
I'm gonna buff my thing by 2 from my mental health.
Yeah.
So I'm at a +3.
Ah,
I have no will.
yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Tell me.
Oh,
about
I fucking did it. It's a fucking 11 to 7.
Oh, that
No.
noise you made was from your throat,
it. Oh my
man.
god.
That noise you made gave me half a second of death. Never make that noise again with happiness,
Who?
George.
Oh.
Well,
I heard the and I was like, no.
That was me thinking.
MI8s come screaming in abreast, charging straight at you guys.
Oh no, what
Um,
baddies?
Yep.
The Russians.
So, Jim, this is your moment. Hold your army together.
Give us a pep talk.
Hold. So I need to do the leadership role and say
Yeah.
something.
Yep. I need an intimidation check from you.
It's all come down to this, lads. Fight or
Fuck.
die. Fight or die.
You have a +2
Oh,
from
God,
George
what's
on
my-
top of your normal intimidation.
What's? Oh god, that could be very important. I think my intimidation's very low. Oh god. My intimidation
Oh,
is.
man,
Oh, my
just let the
intimidation's
dice do
2.
the work.
I get +4, and I win by 1. Yeah. 5-4. Yes. I knew you had to buff me, George. I fucking knew it. I've had the worst dice. We did it, lads.
All right. Moment of truth. Who wants to hear the numbers?
Let's
Me,
do
All
it.
of
me.
us.
No.
I want to know.
Let's just know.
I wanna know. Have you ever seen the rain?
You all have 16.
Okay. What do they have?
They have 15.
That's pretty good.
NSK has 8.
Ooh.
wow.
And with
They
you
said
split the
15.
front. With the front, I mean, technically, you can win almost literally on every front with 8. You won by 8. So, yeah, you could push his forces down and push your objectives all the way over as well, if I'm counting right.
Boom.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
now.
no, you have exactly enough to win on both tracks.
Let's
We
do
do
a
it.
double
We
win.
We're
win
done.
on both
We double
tracks,
win.
and we moon.
You
We do the
win.
Highlander. You know the Highlander bit where they moon. We all moon NSK in his venom before he bursts into flames.
Yeah, no, the militia comes charging out of the wood line, and establishes a base of fire, and they're just pouring hell into them. As Sasha rallies them all together, the MI8s are coming at you when all of a sudden an MV-22 screams out of the sun and just
Finally.
trashes all of them, like
High
before
as
they even have a
fuck.
chance to respond. I mean, it's kind of like the end of Star Wars with the Millennium Falcon, where he didn't technically hit Darth Vader. He hits the TIE fighter next to him, and it knocks it into everything else. Yeah, that's kind of what happens here with like 6 MI8s just kind of crumpling into each other.
Oh.
Yeah. The Vodnik comes screaming down as Ripley is firing out of the window as Phil is kind of in the back having his little moment. Yeah. And then of course George with his flaming wall of please believe in me.
It's pretty convincing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the aberrant the convert horde just walks into it and dies. Like they don't know better.
No, they're still zombies.
Wow.
I love it.
In the
I love
co-pilot
it.
seat, Slinger.
What?
Was Ghost in the co-pilot seat?
Yes.
You know he was.
Yes, he was.
The side.
Just chaplain happy.
Yeah, and as the dust settles and you all walk out into the midst of things, over by a deer stand, you find a crumpled body.
I was gonna say
Very
I don't believe
unassuming.
this until we find NSK.
Yeah, it's not over till he's
Very unassuming. Nothing special about him. You notice weirdly his hands are kind of mangled.
mangled.
Huh. What? How? What?
Oh, actually, fuck
I'm
this.
stupid.
I want to chop his head off.
Well, you actually weren't in the game where any of that happened, Jim, so you're not stupid.
Oh,
Okay, I
okay.
don't understand either. But
Oh,
maybe I
everyone else is
wasn't either.
stupid. Oh, now I feel actually intelligent.
Yeah, nope,
It's gone
not at
full
all.
circle.
No, what had happened was, he crit failed while he was fighting with Phil. Phil and Sasha were fighting on top of the fortress, and he was picking off Sasha's troops and trying to kill. He almost killed Sasha, but then he crit failed as he was about to shoot Phil, and his sasser exploded in his hands,
Nice.
Oh my
which is why
God.
NSK has never attacked you guys since, because he physically can't.
That's hilarious.
yeah.
I mean, awful.
Now,
I
you
also don't
notice
remember
the
this.
hole in his chest. I mean, he really doesn't have much of a chest left, so you can assume it was probably one of Phil's 40 millimeters that caught him.
Nice.
Yeah, makes
Yeah,
sense.
Right, can I cut his head off just to be sure?
Woo. Jesus.
I want to decapitate
That was a little
NSK.
Well, you really can't, because your 40 millimeter round that caught him at some point in the fight pretty much ruined his body. So
Yeah, he still has a head. I'll pick
you
his
can
head
give me a
up.
scavenge
We-
check to
we
go
can
find
burn
it,
him.
but there's just not really much of an upper torso left of the man.
Ew.
I just don't trust this NSK guy.
Can we?
Fine,
Can we?
give me a
Can we
scavenge
just
check,
roll?
go find the head,
Scavenge check.
but
Do I even have scavenge, or is this the one that I always fail on?
I don't know. You tell
Yeah,
me. I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, I
You
do.
always fail on
Oh,
it.
here we go. This is
Can-
going to be hilarious. I passed, just.
Okay, yeah, you find a head that clearly belongs to that body. It's
Okay,
Wait.
cool.
Spygon, wait. I know what you can do.
What? I've got his
What we
head.
need to do really, you can reattach his head and then chop it off. But what I'm saying is,
No,
we need to
no,
put
I'm
put
keeping it
all
away
together.
from his body.
No, we need to put it all together. and
No,
hang him
because
from the
God
gallows.
knows.
yeah,
Like,
no.
The
Alex went to all
gallows.
that trouble to build the gallows.
We've
like-
got gallows.
Right.
Come on.
no,
At least hang his body from the gallows.
no, I'm
and
going
put
to
his
stick
head
it on a
spike.
spike on top of Green Mountain Tower.
Okay, body by the
I want
gallows.
to fight Phil.
Right.
I want to drop a Hellfire missile on LS. No.
I'm still in my plane. I need to reel you in before all this bollocks.
Get your ass down, man. Get your ass
Okay.
down. It's over.
Guys,
12th
meta.
December, Uniform Sierra 69 en route for landing. Please
Yeah, just land it, man.
delay execution until then.
He's already dead.
He's not
I
going
don't
to fight.
know. That's
Yeah,
in the
he
plane.
died sometime in the fight.
Well, we just
Great.
told you.
He's already been decapitated.
So yeah, no, yeah. Cue the overly cheery,
Well, I
pop,
don't know. Think it'd be.
safe pop music, and yeah.
I don't know about
like-
cherry, but that was a hell
mean,
of a
it is
fight.
You scared the crap out of me.
That could have been a
Crit
better moment for that
fail
crit
on
fail.
it.
Oh, as soon as I was like,
Ugh.
is that a crit success? No. Is it? No, oh shit. Oh no.
Well, 'cause I'm sitting here, I'm looking at you guys' numbers, and I'm like, yeah, there's even if I activate this last asset, there's
Yeah.
nothing. And then you crit
Yeah.
fail, and I was like,
Oh.
oh, you guys' morale's real bad.
Yeah.
Yes, all right, this will actually make it a game now.
Well, that was the thing. My original thing was like, we need to repair our morale, but then we got stuck in this bloater fight, and it was just like, I can't leave NATO because I thought NATO were actually a stronger force than they were going to be.
They helped.
Right.
To be honest, in this campaign, NATO got their asses kicked repeatedly.
Right,
I felt really bad for them.
There wasn't much left of them.
Lads,
Yeah.
memories after, we're still rolling this out.
Okay.
What?
So yeah,
Yeah,
No,
we
you
gotta
guys
bring
could-
this in.
yeah. So bring it in, great. What is the reality of Forgotten Hopes for you now? Not a dream. What does it actually look like?
I feel like we definitely need a little party with
Yeah.
lots of Grace vodka. I feel like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
We've got to do
Yeah,
like
It-
return,
well,
the end of the
okay.
Return of the Jedi, where like,
I've got a bit of a more
but a bit more adult.
going on. Right, so I've just radioed into the guys. They've said target down, everything's over. I'm obviously
Have you not
very
landed
happy
yet?
about this. No. This is me. No. I flick off the switch. All my weapons are down. I'm very happy. I'm landing gears down and rolling it in. But I just sort of look over. I'm still quite high in altitude to get an idea of the whole island at this point. And I just see all of the smoke and the wreckage and all of the fucking death that has gone on over this world. But I also see like the sun is starting to rise again. And just the joy comes over me that I'm like, right, it's finally over.
It's the relief,
You
yeah.
know? The
Yeah.
relief, like, yeah, the weight is off the shoulders. At the start, the zombies and the casualties and the vectors were the main problems, but the people
There
became
was-
the worst threats overall.
It's like
But now
literal
the main
DayZ.
threat
Like,
is over.
originally, we were running from zombies, and
Yeah,
then we ended up
and
running away from attack helicopters.
Exactly, it ended up worse.
Yep.
We gotten used to the zombies. We got
Yeah.
used to everything, but now we're all friends, and the whole island should be friends again. We can settle into normal society. Dude. Life can come back.
Yeah.
As I
Well,
just ease her in,
That's
and
the hope. This is now this is no longer the country of Chernarus. This is now the enclave Forgotten Hopes. Arguably the
Spygon,
largest enclave in the entire world.
Spygon
Whee!
walks up to the nearest Z,
Uh-huh.
slams his hatchet into its head, and then just leaves the hatchet there.
Nice.
Nice.
LongShotz?
Well,
LongShotz doesn't do
Everyone-
happiness.
yeah. It's all over.
Yeah.
Everyone can return to normality and happiness.
Well,
And
Here,
I can
LongShotz
build my
goes back to
sanctuary.
Green Mountain
Build
to
my
one of the unused
sanctuary.
storage sheds and opens it up to reveal scattered parts of what might, if you squinted at it, might be construed as of Mozzie.
Dun,
Oh,
dun,
God.
dun.
I agree. I think the Return of the Jedi
so no.
motif is a lot better thing to close this all out on. Is
Cool.
yeah, now you guys are all out
Oh, yeah.
partying in the streets. Buddy is already, coordinating to move up to Northwest Airfield to set up the base of power for Forgotten Hopes there.
Wow.
LongShotz is tinkering on his Mozzie. Ripley, you haven't told us what you're doing.
Oh, I just came roaring up in the Vodnik, slid sideways, threw the door open, and grabbed Newt. Gave her a big hug. I'm
Yeah.
just so thankful that everybody, all the loved ones, are safe and sound at Green Mountain.
George?
I'm definitely getting absolutely shit faced off of Grace
Yeah,
vodka.
same.
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure.
The-
Like, there's no doubt about this.
Y'all
And
notice the
then-
Merlin's missing for maybe 20 minutes, and all of a sudden it comes back, and basically it's the entire inventory from the Vladimir factory is in the back.
Hey, dude, I hope you want to pay for some of that. Some of them are freebies, but not all.
Me and Sasha are just sat up in the tower, swigging vodka, just like it's done.
Watching the sun.
Yeah, watching the sun.
Well.
Just
That's nice.
yeah, it's just like now what? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, down in the courtyard, Jim and his little makeshift family are Cosford is still completely unself-aware of the situation. Or the
Still
seriousness of it.
complaining why there's so many
Yeah.
people about.
Yeah. But yeah, Abuelita and Pepe are both, dancing around and cheering, and Jim unwisely hands Pepe his leftover grenades to throw around as fireworks.
Yeah.
And off in the distance, you kind of see a shadow falling over the sun as an MV-22 heads off into the distance.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
See you soon, brother. See you soon.
But that's the end. That is Forgotten Hopes. So,
Very cool.
yeah. What'd y'all think?
It was good.
Everybody pretty happy with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was terrifying, and
It was very terrifying and fun.
It should have been.
and it was great. Literally, like how I know it, as you said, it was like, oh, this battle's over, but like how it literally did hang in the balance, and we were literally saved by George and fucking Jim.
Yeah.
That had been that had been struggling the whole fucking game.
Yeah.
I did all right. I hardly got any fails, and then I freaking failed the worst possible fucking
I mean,
time.
yeah, no, it was good. That's good. There should be risk of failure.
Exactly,
Or else it's not a game. Especially not DayZ, because failure is way more common.
The
than
zombies
success.
came to the wall of Green Mountain.
But
crew, as I said, I'm going to make a one shot, and actually, I think there's a few thanks in order. Especially, obviously, Caleb. Thanks for making such a crazy, awesome, unique RPG. Also, thank you for letting us playtest War Rules. It was interesting. I hope that it helps out. Thank you, everybody for listening. Obviously, this is going to go onto our YouTube page. So thanks from Squadron Alpha, and obviously subscribe for more role-playing stuff that we will do in the future.
Yep.
So thanks very much, guys.
we got plenty more coming.